Morning, everybody. Let's get this volume down a little bit. Good morning. Good morning. What is it? Thursday. Thursday morning. From a very sunny, bright Melbourne. Hope everyone's well. Going to do a few. Going to do something a bit strange to start off with today. Record. Good morning. Welcome in. I'm going to have a play with the community folder. So what I was doing this morning was I was sitting flicking through the. I was flicking through um, the any manager and Contrail and whatever, and I was like remapping the stuff to my community folder. And after I installed a few files, I went, you know what? Why is this coming up and saying 600 gig available? So let me explain what I'm talking about. So I'll show you my file structure here um for my PC, right? I haven't opened the sim yet this morning. Last night it was running okay. So there's a couple of things, a couple of little tips I think we'll do here. Where do you live? It's 2114 for me in Great Britain. Wrecker, I'm in Melbourne. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. Um, so let me change screens here. What do you see this, right? So this is totally optional. Do it your own risk. I'll try and break it, and then I'll definitely break it. And then you'll know what not to do, right? I figured if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it now, break it now while the thing's still broken. So that's sort of the rationale. So let me show you this, right? So this is my PC. These are my drives. So that's an external drive. This one's for music. Actually, is it still? Oh, it's just a backup drive. That's just a data drive. So this is the new drive. So I bought a 4 terabyte NVMe for Flight Sim 2024. I've got a 2 terabyte NVMe for Flight Sim 2020. As you can see, it's running it's getting there. And then this is just a data drive and an operating drive. So by default, and this is the annoying thing, by default, any kangaroos? Yeah, there's kangaroos right beside me, right behind me. I see them every day, mate. Every day. What do you see? I've got video. I'll stick it in Discord. I've got videos of them fighting, and just to give you an idea, this was a couple of days ago. Took a few photos. They're always on the hill boxing each other and all. Let's see. There you go. In fact, there's a couple on the path. There's a few wee small ones on the path there. I was last week. That's right beside my house. And then let me see. Where's the other ones? I got ones the other day of them fighting on the hill. There you go. There's loads of them up on the hill. There we see this here. You see them? So you see them all the time. I haven't seen any koalas actually. I've been here 10 years. And I haven't seen a koala. So what was I saying? Yeah, the community folder. So I'm gonna have a crack at sort of getting it up and going. So what I discovered. So I'll just give you an idea. I was in Contrail, and there's little options. So there's an option up here where you can select your simulator in Contrail, which is what I've done. So I went from 2020 to 2024. And I went, okay, I can install Denver. And I went in to install Denver. And when I hit the button, it's at 600. And I checked the directory and went, yeah, that's where my community folder is. I'm still half asleep. And then went, actually, when it was installed, I went, hang on a second. That's going to my C drive. Because obviously by default, it goes to C drive. So, and I do remember vaguely having to change it in 2020, but I don't remember it being this complicated. And I'm gonna show you how complicated it is. It's not that complicated. I haven't. We'll work through it. We'll just work through it. So, long story short, 20, the drive lives in I think it's under users, your data, and then your app data, and then it's I think it's local packages. This is the community folder, by the way. And then you scroll down. It's Microsoft Limitless. I think it's the. Is it this one? And that's beta. Local state. Local cache. Packages. Interesting how they've called it beta. That's beta, so it's not that one. So it's this one here. So local state, which actually linked to the same place. So local cache, packages, and then here we go. So you got community. There's my community folder. I've put a few things in there already. So I can confirm that Manchester works fine and Innsbruck works fine. There's the 2020 stuff, which is obviously empty. And then you've got the 2024 stuff, which is also empty because that's marketplace data, which hasn't imported yet. So that's that. Now let's just have a little look at the beta folder and see what's in here. Actually, this will be interesting. Nothing in community and nothing official. Okay. So what I want to do basically is in the old sim, right? I think what I did was I just copied and pasted, if I remember correctly, the folders. So this file structure here, community 2020 2024, into my new drive. So my new drive is going to be this one, right? So this is the C drive and this is the, what is it, G drive. So what I've done is I went into Flight Sim 2024 and I've created the file structure. So I've went community, official, and 2024. Now what I'm going to do, just going to pop in. Have a good day. Thanks, Record, for stopping by. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a packages folder because I don't know if I need to put it into Limitless, which is where the content is, or if I need to put it. I'm not really sure where it goes, but I will create a packages folder, just for the sake of replicating what they've done. So I'm trying to keep the same. I'm trying to keep the same file structure just to make it a little bit easier. So I'll move those folders in here, and then we'll give this a go, right? We'll give this a go. So what we've done is basically taken this file structure, stuck it in here. Now, if I wanted to cut and move that across, I can't. It won't let me. So what I can do is I can cut this stuff and move it into community. Actually, no, I can't do that. It won't let me do that either. All right, so that's that stuffed. All right, so what we need to do is change the directory of the community folder. So you got to go work your way backwards to this user config file. Open it in OnePad or Notepad. We also want to grab the community directory, which is this. So copy that and it'll be /community, right? Actually, install packages path packages. No, we don't. We just want to grab the packages directory. I think. Is this for community or is this for packages? That's just packages. Okay, so yeah, so that's why I wanted the packages in there to. So I've got that file structure, right? So we'll replace the directory with the new directory. So when the sim opens up, it should ask me to basically re-download stuff. So we'll give it a go and see what happens. So we've got Flight Sim 2024 packages done. Should be fairly straightforward, right? Hopefully. So save that. I should have taken a backup actually. Take a backup if you're going to do this, but I'm not too worried about it now. If it breaks, it breaks. That's why I'm doing it early in the piece, right? So the other thing, so now what we need to do is go into here. That should allow me to cut these now. No, it doesn't. All right. So what I can do, can I delete them, or do I have to uninstall them? Well, actually, let's see if we hit install. Okay, so it's changed it. So what we'll do is we'll stick a single file in here and test it that way, right? So I know Innsbruck works. So if I go to any manager, so let's go. Can I delete stuff out of here? Let me just try deleting it. Where does it delete? It's not letting me do anything. I'll fix that in a minute. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. So what I need to do is I need to change my directory on any manager. So I'll show you. So if I go to, where is it? Settings, right? So it's set to my C drive, right? packages folder and 2020. Oh, 2020 packages folder. That's wrong. Why is that set? Hang on, let me fix that. I might have balls that one up actually. So let's set that to where are we? That should be in here, and that should be in here. Okay, select. That's better. Oh no, packages folder, not community. Ah, it's fine. Right, and then let's set this one to. We want 2024, 2024 packages. And we also want community. And the reason being is whenever I hit the install, so if I scan, let's scan this first and then scan that. Unable to find. Interesting. So packages, scan. Unable to find. Ooh. MSFS 2024 packages folder. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute, that might not work. Let me get the sim going first. Let's see what happens here. See what happens here. Oh, this is a lot of fun. I don't know why they don't just create an option in the sim where you can set your packages folder. You know what I mean? To make it easy. That would be too easy, of course. So I'm hoping this says to me, relink your packages folder. The way it used to. Remember when 2020, when you loaded up after an update or whatever, it would ask you to confirm it. It also asks you to set it during the install process as well. So I'm hoping that it does something here. And if it doesn't, then uh-oh. Because that means that my packages folder is on my C drive, and that's not where I want it. That negates having a separate drive. So not a good start. All right, activating packages. Here we go. Let's see. Boom. Still activating packages. It's the fact that it's activating packages. It shouldn't be. So why is that loading in? We'll just mess around with any manager here. Just test, see if I can get that going again. So it's interesting. So it's packages folder, right? Oh, now we've got it. Now it's duplicated. Oh, okay, so it's doing it itself. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Excellent. Okay, so we'll let it do its thing. Yeah, loading packages content. So it's taking a few minutes. Okay, perfect. So this is what I wanted to do. So it means I can delete my file structure then. So it's getting into the right place. Happy days. That's what we want. Excellent. Give it a few minutes. Okay, loading more data. Okay, so it's done that. So what it's done, let me just go back out and refresh. So it's now created its own file structure in packages. So it's added in. So we want to get rid of official. Where's the one I did? So I want to get rid of these two. That one. Let's get rid of that one. So that was 10 minutes ago, and that one was 10 minutes ago. Okay, so let's get rid of these. So it's added in its own packages here and there. Okay, so that's exactly what we wanted. And it's also added in a community folder as well. So that's perfect. So if I go packages folder, which is there, and then scan that, still saying it's unable to find, even though it's giving me a green tick when I hit select. So that's interesting. So if I go community, select, and scan, no, it's still not finding it. Very interesting. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and install. Not now. I'm going to try and install. Let's go in here first. So I'm not going to do anything just at the moment. I'm going to quit. This that worked. Okay, fine. So I'm going to quit. And I'm then going to install Innsbruck. Let's see what it does. So I'm expecting Innsbruck to pop up in here. And then this is now redundant basically, so we can get rid of that shortly. So that's the C drive, and this is the G drive. So Innsbruck's installing here. The other thing I've noticed as well is when you go to, is it Orbex? I think it's Orbex. So Orbex have got a little drop down as well where you select, you can select where to put your files or which simulator, sorry. And they've started updating the NK Studios mainly. Most of their files are going to be complementary upgrades, I've noticed, which is good. Right, so it's copying the files in, and there it is. Perfect. So that's exactly what we wanted for any manager. So let's just test out. I want to test out Contrail as well. So I haven't told this to change directory yet. Let's see if it picks up. And it's actually, no, it hasn't picked it up. So I got to set, so I got to go, so you got to change all your apps over. Where is that? Is it settings? Libraries, yep. So you can add a library, which is good. MSFS 2024. So let's go manage. They're already in. I don't want that. Is it add new library? Yeah. So let's edit that, and then we go. I gotta set a shortcut for it actually. 2024 flight sim packages community sec folder. I'm gonna call that. What's this one? MSFS 2024. Save that. The library is not empty. Choose a different path. Balls. Oh, that's because it's a library. Hang on a second. I need to change directory, not library. I wonder when I do the installs, does it just save it? So if I go Denver, actually, what else we got? Is there anything around? These are 2024 compatible, apparently. Actually, hang on. Denver's in. No, wait a minute. Denver's. Let's not worry about. We'll do. No, let's not worry about the Contrail just for a moment because I think Denver's in here, isn't it? Excuse me. Loads of updates available. I haven't fucking updated anything. I thought Denver was in here. Let's not worry about that for a moment. Let's just test Innsbruck again, right? So what we've got is, so we've got Innsbruck. Where are we? Right, so Innsbruck has, the files are in there, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So let's jump into the sim. Oh, it didn't close properly, look. Yeah, this is happening. This keeps happening. It keeps hanging when it's trying to close. Do you see that? And then I gotta go into Task Manager and actually kill it, which is quite annoying. So we'll give that a second just to close down. Nifty, welcome in. How are you, mate? My PC did a restart. Add, for fuck's sake. Huh? Your PC did a restart? Oh, is that while you were trying to install? So have you still not got this going yet? I'm able to jump in and out now. Like it's loading pretty quickly for me. I'm actually just trying to get the community folder working now. Shit, that's shit, mate. That's really shit. So what I'll do is I'll spawn into Innsbruck. Now Innsbruck, I already had Innsbruck installed. Um, but I'm also going to try Cardiff as well. So we'll go Innsbruck, Cardiff, and then we'll jump back out and we'll install Cardiff and we'll see if it works. And then if it does, it's just a matter then of converting over your files. Now the one thing I don't like is at the moment my 2020 data that they converted across is probably on the C drive, so I have to work out. So Microsoft pushed an update where they pushed all your 2020 data over, and when I say 2020 data, I mean like world updates, handcrafted airports, all that stuff that was installed on. Oh no, sorry, they're streaming that. They're streaming. I'll show you that in a second. They're streaming that, so that's okay. So I don't have to worry too much about that then. Yeah, okay. So it's just a case of redirecting all the directories to from the or the app, sorry, redirecting their directories. Should be the case. Yeah, so Nifty, I'm gonna save this from now. So like you see how quickly that loaded up for me there? That's been fairly normal for the last little while. Actually, do you know what I haven't done? I haven't put the sound on. Should be it now. Right, let's go to Innsbruck first. Let's just grab let's grab well, let's go into A400 again because I do want to do another flight in that. Where is it? A4. Oh, what was that? Yeah. A400. There it is. Okay. See if that. Just before we jump in, just make sure some things are on. Yep, multiplayer's on. Big boss, morning. I'm just messing around with the community folder to see if I can get it going. Um, so there's a little bit of messing around with it. Actually, you don't. It's not just as simple as loading up a sim without a directory, and then it will force you to pick one. You actually have to go into the config file and edit it. So let's go to back in the Innsbruck and make sure that that's worked, and then we'll try Cardiff and see if hopefully Cardiff is default. So let's see what happens here. Of course, it's not simple. I know it's. I don't understand why they change these things. Like it was fine the old way. You know, the old way there was no directory set, and then it would force you to set a directory. Easy. Whereas this one, you have to edit the config file. It then builds its own directory, and then you can install into it. So pretty interesting. So you just got to remember to change all of your oh, the other thing so I'll come back to that in a moment. You just got to remember to change all your apps. Director of the apps. Right, let's get daylight. Oh fuck, I hate the way it does this. There's gotta be a way to turn that off. I don't like first person mode, get rid of it. Did you watch? No, I haven't watched it yet. I was just going live whenever I saw it coming through. I'll check it out a little bit later. So let's go to. Oh, I keep doing a right click to bring up flow. Right, real time. Okay, so there's two things I've done this morning. I've also updated my DLSS file as well. So we were looking at that last night, Big Boss. The DLSS file that comes with the sim is 2.4. So that needed an update. So obviously, Innsbruck's fine. Seems to have worked. No issues. Happy days. Looks fine to me. The performance hasn't improved. There's still a little bit of stuttering, and I was getting that last night as well. But on the most part, the performance is pretty good. So I can't complain too much about that. So what we'll do is we'll jump out. Hopefully the menus don't fall apart as they have been for me. And we'll jump into Cardiff. So when I hit my menu and go back, sometimes this doesn't work, right? So and I can't end the flight because if I end the flight, it will break, and that's just what's been happening. So if I go free flight, Okay, so it seems to be working. That's good. So Cardiff is dum 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 dum. Cardiff is what is Cardiff? Uh, shit, I can't remember what Cardiff is. Hang on, let's find out. EGFF. So EGFF. Cardiff. I was at the correct one before I even launched. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. I was able to update Farm Sim as well, actually. Yeah, I don't know why. Mine wasn't. It was just, yeah, very odd. Very, very odd. Nifty, you're in. Happy days, man. Excellent. Excellent. So you'll now have the fun task of setting up all of your controls. But at least you're in. At least you're in. Right, let's see. Where's the fly? Let's get some daylight in again. Stupid thing. You gotta fucking there's gotta be a way of changing how you spawn in. I don't like this first person spawning nonsense. I watched the devs after we finished last night. I watched the devs stream the 5 minutes. And then I saw that they not only did they turn off the comments on the YouTube video, I think they also turned it off on I think they also turned it off on the forums as well. All the commenting. Right. So this is Cardiff. Oh, there's Nawax. This is Cardiff and uh hmm. That's an interesting one. Boeing MD10 freighter, even though it's a passenger plane. Um, right. So this is Cardiff, and strictly speaking, it should look like a either handcrafted or default aircraft or airport. Sorry. It looks like my paper. Maybe not. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. So just remember that picture. We'll do a screenshot of that, right? And let's go out and see if we can get this going. So let's see. Well, yeah, we'll show Jane, keep him happy. That's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. Jane always has her camera off. Doesn't very shy. Doesn't like to go on. Everybody fucking rants and raves about her. Everybody wants to meet and see Jane, and all of a sudden they'll bring out Jane, whenever shit's falling apart. It's fucking hilarious. I also noticed as well a lot of people are being very kind to Microsoft at the moment. It's like, nah, guys, you've got all the resources and the money in the world, most of our money, and you fucked it up. You really did fuck it up. Like, come out and just say we fucked up. Don't fucking talk to me about we only expected 200,000 users. Bullshit. So all right, so let's install. So we're gonna install Cardiff into the new directory. So hit the install button. So as you can see, 2020 is installed. 2024 is not installed. Let's see what happens. I legit don't have any Airbuses. Nifty, reload, go out and back in again. This has been happening as well. So yeah, this has been happening. You need to restart. And I know you probably don't want to do that, but like at the end of the day, oh, it's good now. Okay. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. All right, gotcha. So I was reading that two ways. Oh, it's good now, or oh God, no. Um, yeah. So the problem is that if you don't reload, there's going to be stuff missing that you need. So it's as if it hasn't loaded properly anyway. You know what I mean? Right. So that seems to be working. So that's good. Have you tried installing the Flatware i380? Apparently that may fix it. I haven't even fucking looked at it. We can look at it now though while the Sim's closed. Um, so here's my app folder here, right? So FS, oh sorry, fuck, wrong one. Well, we'll have a look at this anyway. Hit the wrong button there. Dun, dun, dun. I know there's an update. I'm not gonna bother. Fuck, this all needs updated. Let's get out of that. So fly by wire. Let's have a look. So there's an update for the A32NX. Um, so again, do I need to? I think I need to. Do I need to configure? Yeah. So MSFS install directory. So I gotta redirect. So all your apps need redirected basically. However, I'm only redirecting any builds, and I'm only redirecting Contrail at the moment because I know that if you look on the any builds, you can see what's compatible and what's not. So I'm just carefully going through them. So, however, strictly speaking, um, you need to uninstall it. Ah, right, okay, yeah, gotcha. Ablaze, welcome in, mate. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Um, yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say, strictly speaking, though, what you could do, like I could literally, what I could do is, if you really wanted to, if you wanted to go mental, did you get in? Yes, mate. I'm in. I'm in. If you wanted to go mental, um, you could go into your config file, right? If you wanted to go crazy, I might actually do this just for the crack and see what happens. It might take a while to load though. You could go into the config file, and you could change the directory to I could change the directory to my existing 2020 community folder, and it should just pull everything in. Strictly speaking, it might break the whole thing, so I'd rather load it one by one. But you could do that if you wanted, if you were insane. Anyway, fly by wire. We're not going to worry about fly by wire. I'm only looking at the any manager stuff at the moment, just to keep it sweet. So we're gonna go check Cardiff. We got in. We got in by setting up a VPN. I can't load into an airport or anything, so we came off it. I'm just cold. Oh wow. So Ablaze. Um, it's gonna be 37 degrees here this week, so I'm not cold at all. I just have my aircon serviced, and they're coming back tomorrow to replace a few things. So that's how nice it is here. It's pretty good. Um, I meant to ask Big Boss actually about the snow. Uh, if you got much more. So you think it's lucky, but it's not. See, when it hits above 36 degrees here, it's unbearable. Like it's unbearable. You know what I mean? It's the best way to describe the heat here is it's like someone blowing a hairdryer in your face all day. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Like when you walk outside, you feel like you can take a bite out of the air, the heat. You know what I mean? It's not like the Mediterranean kind of heat. It's real dry, real deserty. Um, yeah, get on by a VPN. That's interesting. So if we get Cardiff going, what we might do is we'll go to Cork and we'll do a flight from Cork to Cardiff. And then the question is, should we do should we do A400 again maybe? Because I crashed it last night. I made a complete balls of that, and I feel like I have to conquer that. Right, start that up. Mine is like Minecraft. I'm getting stuck in GTA in the cloud. It's, um, so that's I think that's obviously that's the streaming thing. So I would just I don't know if it's a restart or not, Pogsy. So I want to show you this as well. So we've discovered this last night too. So if you go into Marketplace, obviously Marketplace is coming soon. But if you go to My Library, you can see what's installed and what's not installed. So if you look at this, right? When they said your 2020 equipment's available, they're streaming all of the 2020 equipment, 2020 scenery and data. They're streaming it all. You can see it's all been streamed. Look, so there's Australia. So points of interest, Darwin, or that's Discovery flights. Um, I think there's like Longreach Airport, Shell Harbour. They're all being streamed in that data. So we're trying to work out, can we grab this and install it? And apparently you can, but you got to go to the marketplace, and of course the marketplace isn't available. So that's something to keep an eye out for as well whenever the marketplace becomes available, because I obviously want to install stuff instead of streaming it. So and this is interesting, right? So it's picked up that I've installed Innsbruck, but it hasn't picked up I've installed Cardiff. So it's still a little bit, you know, rented. Okay. And then the other thing you should do as well, and we'll thank Edelman for this, uh, is go into settings, go to online, and then go to rolling cache. So you can't disable rolling cache anymore. And then change rolling cache. Apparently the sweet spot's 32 gig. Now I'm gonna test this whenever I get things working and you can install things, whatever. And I'm gonna stick that to 200, 300, 400. I've got 4 terabyte drive, right? I want things saved. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give it a good test whenever I can. I can't test it at the moment because there's not enough data and not enough you can't save things. So could you load into somewhere till I see how it's supposed to go? Yes, I'll do that now. So I'm going to load into Cardiff. Right. So let's go EGFF. So it's supposed to do this, Pogsy, and then I'll zoom it in. We'll load into that bay that we're sitting at earlier. It was around this one. Set departure, right, and then start flight. So it does that GTA looking thing. I load into 2020. Yeah, I have no airport to fuck all. And you're gonna have to restart. You're gonna have to restart. So there you go. So, and that's pretty quick for me as well now. That's what's supposed to happen. Now this is supposed to be custom scenery. And ready to fly. I get the stupid first person thing. I'll go into the plane. I'll set the time back so we can see. And then I'll go out onto the drone cam and have a look. So has it worked? No, it hasn't. Oh, there's snow. Is it snow? There's snow. So I don't think it's worked. It looks the same to me. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. It has worked. It has. Like, there's these. There are the static models that come with the scenery, and that building wasn't there. Um. So that looks the same. Right. Let's just double check. So, um, restart. He said I'm stuck on the loading screen again. Yeah. No, I get that, Nifty. But the thing is, though, you were gonna have problems because it didn't load things properly. You know what I mean? So there's no point. There's no point even trying to do stuff in the sim if you don't have all the data. It's just gonna break on you. So you might as well have been in the loading screen the entire time. You know what I mean? I ain't loading in the MSFS for a while. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Well, if this breaks on me today, Pogsy, I'm going to farm sim. To be honest with you. So I'll just check that screenshot that I took. Uh, where is the screenshots now? Nope, that's from 2020. Okay. So I gotta find my new screenshot folder. No, hang on. Photo mode screenshot. Oh, I don't want you to take a screenshot. Gallery. Uh, videos desktop. Right. Great. I've got a new fucking directory now. Okay, so let's go and look at that. So videos desktop. That's an odd folder to put them in. Right, here they are. Extra large. Okay. That's the last one there. Yep. I'll delete that. Right. So okay. So the screenshot is the handcrafted version. And then the sim version is, see if I can move this out of the way a little bit. Oh, for God's sake. So the sim version, I'll just come out a little bit. Let's do that. So the sim version is, yeah, so it is different. Okay, cool. No worries. So this is handcrafts. It actually looks pretty decent. So that building's different. The static models aren't there. This building's very different. Yeah, okay. Right, so there you go. So that's how you do your community folder basically. So you got to change the config file, and then you also gotta change your apps and change the directories of your apps. Yeah, I ain't loading into. Oh no, yeah, I read that. Yep. So yeah, so you're gonna have as I said, you could pull in if you wanted. You could fire in all of your community stuff from 2020 by just relinking the 2020 folder. Or you could do what I'm going to do and just transfer them in one at a time as you know they're compatible or when you know they're compatible. I'm assuming they're snow piles, right? I'm not sure they've worked. I'm not sure they've worked properly. So these are static models as part of the scenery. And then this is the BA hangar or maintenance hub or something. So okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what then. So let's do a flight from here to Cork, instead of going the other way. And yep. Now I hope my is my I'm not getting any sound. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's working, so that's fine. Huh. So here's a new issue. I'm not getting any sound coming through at all. And I've checked all this stuff, it's fine. Why am I not getting any sound? Let's see. Nothing. Not a thing. Can't hear a thing. It's not registering anything for me. Huh. It could be me. Let me just cycle this, see what happens. So go there. Okay, so no, the sound's working. So it's just not coming through on stream. So let me fix that. That one. And then that one. Is it oh, that should be working. That's oh, hang on. Wait, I know. No, it's not that. Okay, not really sure why my sound isn't coming through. My stream sound, as in the sim sound. That's new. I just started doing that. Um, Nifty. That's a common problem. It's been happening as well. I think that's an OBS issue. Shit, that's annoying. How do I fix that? It was working fine last night. I think it's an OBS issue. Let me just check it on this scene. No, it's the same. Not sure about that. Advanced. No. Let's see. One. Still nothing. Okay, that's odd. I'm not sure what's going on there. So if no sound comes from a capture card. Let's see. Resolution. That's all good. Buffering. There's an audio option here somewhere, isn't there? Use custom audio. Capture audio only. Use custom audio device. Audio device. That one? No, it wouldn't be that. I had that off anyway. Balls. Because I wanted you to hear how shit the sounds are on this plane. Fuck. It's So there's an issue pushing out from the capture card. So let me see speakers. Yep, it's definitely working. Over the capture card doesn't work, even though it was working fine yesterday. That might be an OBS restart, which obviously I can't do. That's a pity. Unless no, I can't do that either. Shit. So I can hear I can hear the APU coming through my speakers, but I can't hear them coming through on the other side. I wonder if that's all set. Let me just check my volume mixer. No, that's fine too. Still first, I'm playing something else. Yeah, go to Farm Sim, mate. Go to Farm Sim. It's working. It's working. Okay, so I'm having a bit of an audio issue, so you can't hear any sim sounds. No idea why. Everything was fine the last time I loaded in. Why would that be? Why would that be? It's not that. Uh, Still nothing? That's game capture. I will stick with display. Okay, I think it's just I think it needs an OBS restart. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to have to make do without it. I'll put the sounds through on my speakers, and hopefully the mic picks it up a little bit. Not much I can do with that at the minute. I don't think. Definitely not one. Haven't come across that one before. I'll just cycle. I'll just cycle. I'll just refresh. I'll just deactivate and reactivate my. This might be a disaster, but let's see what happens. And I'll just make sure that this is pushed over. Hang on a second. Boom, 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 boom. It is. Right. And then activate. See what happens. Still nothing. That's the oddest thing. Very weird. Monitor outputs on. No, don't know. All right, I'll throw it over to the other thing instead. Then it probably needs I reckon there's maybe a driver conflict or something. Who knows? All right, so I've got sound comes from the speakers. Okay, no worries. Okay, so all right, let's do a quick sim brief then. So we're gonna go from we're at EGFF and we're going to EICK because I'm going to Cork because I know it's handcrafted. And do you know what I forgot to do? Let me download. So A400M sim brief profile. There it is there. Gotta get that downloaded. Yep. Download. Because I still haven't done that. Still a little bit confused about the sound now. I'm not a robot. I've told you that twice already, mate. Download started. There it is. Right. Beautiful. Extract and open. Link. Copy. Paste and go and save. Save our frame. Right. Let's refresh that. Okay, so we've now got an A400 airframe. There it is. Brilliant. EGFF to EICK. And generate. Okay. So we're in the A400M and we're going EGFF to EICK. Let's get that up to date. Right. Close that. And we can move that over here. Brilliant. Okay. Right, let's jump in and get set up. So, okay, so what have we got? We've got, so we want our sim brief to come in. Cardiff to Cork, that's the one. I'm going to Cork because it's handcrafted. And it's streamed in from 2020, so we'll see if it works. Fuel, pulling in from sim brief. We'll apply that, and it looks like, yeah, it's pretty much the same as the other one. All good. I'll just check the options. That's on. That's fine. All right. We'll go to our FMS or FMC, whatever they're calling it. So, edit page, request our file. That actually loaded in a bit quicker than normal, so that's good. We're gonna go to, let's go to fuel and load. No, let's not. Let's go to flight plan. I want to get Navigraph and Volanta open, and I'll tell you something else I'm gonna try. In the Tech Alpha, I was able to connect. I was able to get my flights recorded through FS Hub, through FSU IPC. So I'm gonna try and connect that as well. I just need to remember where it lives, because the thing moved on me. Oh no, here, no, it's FS Realistic. Where did I put that? So let's update that. That's fine. FSU IPC. You know, where does that live? So hopefully we can get this flight recorded on Firefly Air. If I can remember where the thing lives. So let's go into. So I gotta get the right one, because if I hit the wrong one, it'll open up Flight Sim 2020. Let's go into here. So this is my apps. So we're looking for FSU IPC. I don't think I've put the. No, it's not in there. Right, where did I put that? Let me see. Because it auto starts for me, so I haven't actually moved it in a while. FSU IPC. And when I search it, no, that's the documents. Boom, 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 boom. It might just be in, you know, it might be in here. January 24. No, that's not it. That's the wrong one. It's a batch file. Hang on. Yeah, you see, that's not. Oh, actually, that might be it. Let's run it and see what happens. 7. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Okay. Right, so that's that. Let's see if this connects. Oh, it did. Right, so there you go. Look, connected. So this should record our flight through LRM on Firefly Air. Auto connect to flight sim, options, logs, file. Okay, that's all good. All right, let's give this a go. I'm annoyed about the sound though. But anyway, we'll have to live without it. I'm living without it too, so it's gonna be a little bit weird. Okay. So we're going from runway 30. Our SID is BC1NA. We don't have a transition. Let's get that in. Working well, I see. Element, it's working okay for me now. Yes, so far so good this morning. And last night had a few issues, but not as many as the previous day. Clearly. Welcome in, by the way. Good to see you. I've also done your trick and upped the I've upped the what's it called, the cache folder, the 32 gig, and I've also got a few sceneries working in the community folder. So I've had to move the drives because it defaults to C drive. So you actually have to go into config file and change the directory in there, as opposed to changing the directory when you load into the sim. which, you know, is just a bit stupid. The only thing I can't get going at the moment is my sound through my capture card, which I can't explain that one. Not, not excuse me. Not sure what happened there. Just the oddest thing. I think it's just a. I think it's just a driver issue or something. I'm not sure. So that's the only thing that's bothering me at the moment. Everything else is absolutely fine. Which is good. At the moment. Okay, so let's clear out our messages. We've got our flight plan in. We don't need any of that. Let's do our fuel. Our zero fuel weight. Oops. So our zero fuel weight is where are we? 90.5 tons. So it's 90.5. Let's enter that. Our center of gravity is 25.2. 25.2. Block fuel. What's it say? Is that 111? 11.1. Block fuel. Is that right? Seems like a lot to go to Cork. 11.1. What's SimBrief giving me? Yeah. Jeez. 11 tons of fuel to go to Cork? Well, maybe that's right. Seems a bit much to me. Altitude, we'll set that to flight level 240. The rest of it I haven't worked out half these buttons yet, so we'll just leave those alone. And then the other one's the performance. So performance, we basically just hit that button and hit insert. That's that done. So that's handy. So we've got a rotate speed of 120 knots. Right, okay, so our APU is running. APU bleeds now on. We forgot about our nav lights. Let's get those on. Let's get everything to auto. Seatbelt signs, emergency lights. Take our external power off. We'll put our beacon on, given that we're about to push back. What else do we need to do? Everything else can wait for the moment. So we'll call for pushback in a second, but what we need to do is, and this is very annoying. Welcome in, Pand. How are you, mate? Good morning. So this is annoying. So you got to go outside because I don't know what the button is to map to first person view. So you literally got to walk outside, and then you got to take the chocks off. That's not all. There's more. So let's go back up to the cockpit. Like, it's cool and immersive and all, but I mean, fuck, could you be arsed? Right, so Alt P is the new Shift P for pushback, so you got to do that. So we're gonna do that. That's looking good. Oops. And then I just want to check my parking brake. Had a bit of issue with that the other last couple of nights, so should be fixed now. Yes, it is. Happy days. Right, excellent. We're pushing back. So this is the default pushback. The old Shift P, which is now Alt P. And to be fair, it actually does a decent job. Like it's a little bit quick on the turn. And also, yeah, it's a little bit quick on the turn, but apart from that, it's, you know, it doesn't follow the line. But it's trying. Did they fix anything? So for me, yes, everything's running fine at the moment. for Pogsy and Nifty and Big Boss, not so much. So, um, yeah, I think it depends on your location and Pogsy, I refunded your channel points. Brilliant. Right, park and brake on, and we'll let this thing disappear. Okay. So we're gonna start up some engines. So we want to go ignition start. Let's go start on number 4. The thing about this, you can actually start all 4 at once. You don't have to wait. Apologies about the sound, guys. I'm pretty annoyed about that actually because I wanted to hear it myself. Engine 4 doesn't actually have any sound anyway, so you're not missing much, to be honest. But yeah, I don't understand why that's not coming through. Very annoying. I just wondering if I got something muted somewhere. Um, I don't think so. Yeah, it's just not picking it up at all. Anyway, well, so we can do this? Like, we can put them all to feather. Watch them all start to spin. I'll just try this again. Fucking nothing. So it's coming through my speakers, okay? It's just not coming through in the stream. Do you not have to move everything from 20 to 2024? Yes. Well, this so that Pand, there's 2 things you can do. So I've transferred in this scenery, right? Into a fresh new community folder and linked it all up. If you wanted to do something crazy, you could add in you could simply link through the config file your 2020 community folder and then let the sim figure it out. You could do that if you wanted. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could do that. But yes, you do have to transfer everything in. So I've started moving things across. And if you go into Contrail or Orbex or any manager and if you set your sim to 2024, it will actually um it will actually tell you which sceneries and aircraft are compatible and which ones, and obviously it leaves out the ones that aren't. Element, interesting. So here's one for you. So my controls, right? My Alpha and my Bravo and my Xbox controller, all my controls transferred over. My Ursa Minor, the Wind Wing, didn't, and the problem I had with the Xbox and the Alpha and the well, not so much the Alpha. The Alpha was actually fine. The Bravo, I had an issue. So I'll give you an example. So this is my parking brake. Wrong device. Let me try that again. This is my parking brake switch, right? What the fuck? There it is. So this is my parking brake switch. So the problem I had was a lot of my controls were duplicated, or no, sorry, not duplicated. They were dual binded. So I had to go and figure, especially the Xbox controller. For instance, the Xbox controller was controlling the plane and the camera, so my control profile transferred over, because I set this up for drone cam and whatever in 2020. So and then also like this was set as my parking brake, but it also had this is the button 48, 46, but it also had like engine off, engine auto off or something as well. So I had to go and check all the buttons and remove all of the dual bindings. So it's not as much of a pain in the ass as you think it's going to be. Oh, my verbal stuff for wipe. Yeah. So my which yeah. So my Ursa Minor was wiped clean. Uh, but I'm glad that the my honeycomb stuff was okay. So I think it depends on the manufacturer. So I do. I want to transfer. Yeah. Do you know how to move it with Xbox? No idea, Pan. Sorry, mate. No idea. No idea. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be a YouTube video, I reckon. Okay. right, let's keep going. So we're just gonna fire everything forward here. Try and fire everything forward here. Ooh, this might be a bug. Can't do anything with the toggles. There you go. That's an interesting one. Try this. No. Throttles? No, nothing. Right, well there's a bug. So this is the, oh yeah, look at this. Oh wow, look at this here, look. Look at this. Everything was working fine until it wasn't. So this is an alpha type bug, this is. So this is the problem I've been having. When I go to menu, just a glitch. The UI and the menus in this need serious work. They need serious work. Constant freezes, constant problems. That engine's just turned off for some reason. Let's have a look. Oh, that would be why. Yeah, constant problems. So I'm hoping to fix some things. So you saw that one obviously. When I spawn into the sim, sometimes it gives me issues where the menu just, like if I try end this flight, it'll freeze and then I gotta kill the sim and go back out and back in again. Sometimes if I go back to main menu and then I try and spawn in somewhere else or whatever, or just come back into where I am, it does the same thing. So it's clunky that way. But at least that resets, so that's working now. Okay, so let's get our lights on. So let's go. Uh, let's just whack them all on, right? Taxi, begin, strobes. APU off. Engine switch to normal. And TCAS is on already. We're gonna set notch of flaps, and let's get rolling. Park and brake off. Park coming in. Now, I was saying about the chocks. As you can see, we're not moving. So two reasons. One is because I have to go down to the tablet here, and I got, even though the chocks are showing that they've been disabled, I should have actually removed that. Even though they're showing that the chocks have been removed, watch this. Click. So that's a bug. Hopefully it doesn't take much to fix it all. Mate, I reckon the fact that they've the reviews on, I think it was Steam and Store, but particularly on Steam, I think it was the phrase that was used was overwhelmingly negative. So, like, I they've disabled their comments and in their forums. They've disabled their comments on YouTube videos. You know, um, I don't think that I don't think they're gonna hang around and doing updates. Like I think they're gonna make them. Excuse me. I don't think they're gonna hang around. I don't think they're gonna take their time. That's what I meant to say. I think that they're gonna get the updates going fairly quickly. You know, they definitely screwed the pooch on this one. Ah, fuck it. This is probably the worst launch of fucking any sim or game I've ever seen. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. I got an update. Well, yeah. What's the update? Or do you mean they've pushed an update planned? Because I didn't think they were going to tell you when they were pushing updates. Now I thought it just happens when you load in the sim. Star Citizen free flying starts Friday anyways. Yeah, I think I told the big boss about maybe streaming that on, if he's still here. I think we might maybe stream that on Saturday or Sunday. I think it would be a good idea because I do want to check that out. Right, here we go. Parts coming in. The sounds are shit in this, so you're missing nothing. Don't worry about that. Like you can barely hear them anyway. They are really, really terrible. Like it looks amazing, but the sounds need a lot of work. And I forgot to disable my nose wheel. Hang on a second. That one. Yep, that's it there. That's better. Right, we're at rotate anyway, so up we go. Up we go. Gear up. Watch this here. Let me see this. Look how slow that gear is. Add-on support. That's the update. Right? We're okay. What's the add-on support? Still coming up, look. It's so slow. Um, so like look at this. It looks good. Like it looks great. You know what I mean? There's still a few stutters. You know. I am still getting a little bit of stuttering. Which is annoying. I don't know. Oh, okay. No worries. Um, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So okay, so we're heading up. My master autopilot button's not working, so I gotta fix that. Right, flaps up. Autopilot on, and hopefully I can land this thing properly this time because I made a complete balls of it last night. And I might mess around. Um, I might mess around with the sound a little bit again to see if we can get it going for you. The other thing too is the scroll on the Zoom is so infuriating, and it was the same in the it was the same in the Tech Alpha. It was crap. That's there. Um, it's so slow. Look at that. And when I go to settings and go to mouse, right? I'm gonna go to settings. Is it that one? I think it's this one. So when I go to sensitivity and I put it up even slightly, it just you know it didn't work for me the other day. What I mean is it goes off the charts. Is it frozen again? Okay, so this is a new thing. Do you know what that is? This used to happen in 2020. That's active pause. I think it's active pause. So I reckon they've pushed an update and they've knocked that on. So we're gonna have to figure out how to turn that off. I reckon I think that's what's happened there. Also, the mouse camera is very sensitive. So up and down is okay, left and right's not. So the horizontal scale is it's a bit mad. Um, yeah. So I think so. Let's try it again. So I reckon it's active pause. So they did this in 2020. Yep, that's what that is. That'll be active pause. Okay, so that's quite annoying. Which means you got to do it twice. So they've definitely pushed down updates in because that wasn't happening last night. Just got to figure out. So active pause. So there'll be a button for it. Toggle active pause. There it is there. So let's set it to. I'll just go. I'm on mouse, so I'm not gonna do that. Hang on. Oh Jesus, no. Keyboard. Let's go. Oh, it's already set to P. Right. No worries. So let's see. That didn't happen that time. All right. Never mind. Fucking hell. Seriously. Right. Interesting. Well, the good thing is I'm now reconnected to Firefly Air. So this is the first inaugural Firefly Air flight in 2024. So I might do a wee mission after this then if this works okay. Because I want to try out there's a couple planes I want to check out. C-17, the Beluga. Might not do it all today, but I want to check out a few planes. Definitely C-17. I might do that next. I was going to do that originally, but I just wanted to land this thing properly because I made balls of it last night, and yeah, because the power just drops out of it entirely, completely, and it takes a while for the engines to spool back up again. I think we're under yeah, we're under restrictions here, constraints here. So it's cool to see all the windmills and stuff in now. So that was all. I had that all running as third party before, so I haven't installed any additional scenery stuff at all. Um, which is good. Element, no worries, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for dropping in. No problem at all. The only other thing I would say about your control mapping is if you have any like keyboard maps, you'll have to redo those. So I had to remap my reset camera view and all that sort of stuff. Um, so it took me a little while to do that. Which is a little bit annoying. The other thing I would recommend too. Now I'm just looking at this. Like that does not look anywhere near as good as what the Orbex stuff and the 2020 version does or looked. Like that photogrammetry there is, well, I mean it's not like a state of it. That's not photogrammetry, but you know what I mean. So that looks terrible. Um, so it's interesting, right? So what they're doing is they're streaming me this data, and I don't want them to stream the data because it just doesn't look good, you know. We're too high, basically. Whereas if you go back to 2020, if I did the same route, it would look 10 times better. 10 times better. I probably have to do 5 updates because I have so many airports and planes. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. So, yeah, like that's not looking that good. So one of the things I want to just check is yeah, so dynamic settings are off. I want to keep that off. And I'm running at 150. I've just knocked a few things down to high because I don't see the point in putting them to ultra. Um, I might bind them back up again. See if it makes any difference. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think that's just quality of stream with data coming in. So there's that pause again. Let's see. Pause. No, it doesn't work. That's a bug. It's definitely a bug. um yeah. So not too keen on the scenery getting streamed in at the moment. It's not really they definitely haven't fixed that up, as you can see. Like you can sort of see it kind of trying to render, but it's rendering behind me, not in front of me. You know what I mean? Like look at the state of that. It's terrible. And you're getting all that stuttering and stuff too. So the quicker and the sooner, the better. The quicker and sooner they get the marketplace sorted out, the better. Because I want to download all this stuff again. I'm not gonna mess around with like I don't care about using a couple of terabytes worth of data to save stuff. You know. To be honest with you, because I'm sick of these stutters and blips and all that shit. Like I'm just like there's more. I've had more stutters here, and like, look, still that just doesn't look good at all. You know what I mean? And the reason why it was fine at Cardiff is because we were on the ground for a while, so it had a chance to load everything in. So this streaming model's just bullshit. Like it's just shite. Look at the state of that. You know what I mean? The stuttering, all the jumps. It's constantly trying to load in scenery. Fucking stupid. Now, if you look backwards, it looks a little bit better, but maybe not. Maybe not. Terrible. Not a fan of this streaming stuff at all. The lighting's very good. Ray tracing's very good. It's a pity. It looked a lot better last night. Now the other thing too I would say is that I haven't been to well, so it shouldn't make any difference if it's streaming stuff in. So yeah, not great. My planes are here. Excellent. Good stuff, Pond. Oh, we'll knock our lights off now. Clouds are a lot better. Weather's a lot better. Actually, are we on live weather? Even though we're not in real time. Yeah. Such a pity about the scenery. So maybe there is there's one other thing that I had. There was two other things that I had in 2020 that I don't have here at the moment. So I don't have We Love VFR running. That was pretty good, and I also don't have what was the other one? Orbex's Great Britain scenery. I had north, south, and central, I think. So that might have been making a big difference too. Um, but if that data is supposed to be reflective of World Update 17, as in the UK and Ireland update, I think it was 17. It doesn't look great, which is really disappointing because the UK and Ireland, excuse me, UK and Ireland, 2020 data and scenery was hands down, I think, the best in 2020. It's funny because we all wanted better loading times. We got it, but Jesus, look at the cost. So hopefully they can fix that. I haven't seen. So my multiplayer is on. I haven't seen a single plane yet. Not one. I'm almost certain it's on. Oh, look, toggle active pause. Look. Ooh. Yeah, might be something there I need to fix. Yeah, multiplayer's on. Haven't seen a thing. Haven't seen a single plane yet. So that's interesting. So we'll have to have a look at that. Dun, 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 dun. I like the plane though. I do like the plane. I don't like the sounds. I think there's no sound coming from engines 3 and 4. There's sounds coming from 1 and 2, and they don't sound that great. So the default sounds seem to be a bit meh. I mean, they're not even meh. They need work. They just need work. Let's go, Pant. Um, the flight model, it feels a bit light in this. It does feel look, it could be the fly by wire. I've never flown an A400, so it's hard to compare it. Um, it feels a little bit different to um it does feel a bit different to 2020. But I like it. I do like it. It is this plane. This plane in particular. This is the only plane I've flown so far. By the way, when we get to Cork, I'm gonna try and jump into a helicopter. I think I'll try to do that. So it does feel a little bit different. Um, but but we'll see how we go. I'm sure there's gonna be updates. Oh, excuse me. Coffee. I'm sure there's gonna be updates and all the rest of it that we are still coming. But yeah, even my 777 there too. Your 777. Is that the Captain Sim 777? They pushed me. So it's interesting. I actually deleted that and they forced me. They're streaming it to me now. Fuck's sake! I bought the Captain 7 Triple Sim in 2020, not knowing what it was. Let me try that again. I bought the 777 Captain Sim. Did I just say triple sim? Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, didn't know what it was and jumped into it and went, well, this is shite. Never looked at it again, and I actually removed it and uninstalled it, and it's popped up again. But that's all right. So yeah, so the flight model. So I was reading last night on Reddit, and I don't know how true this is, but apparently real world pilots that do um uh that have flown in this in on the GA planes, they were saying that the GA modeling is actually much closer to real world compared to 2020. So that's interesting. I haven't flown a GA plane yet. I might check that out later as well. What's this? Lighting. What's this here? Oh, cockpit lighting. Let's see. That fucking mouse. See that? See that? Jesus, it's so sensitive. I gotta change that. I gotta change it. It just flies around the place. Hardware settings. That one. Bring the sensitivity down. Let's go 2.5. Right. Go back. I also want to check input. So how do you speed this up? Zoom cockpit view. Uh Tweak curve action. That's what I want there, isn't it? Or is it value? I'm not really sure. Let's change it to 0.25. See what happens. Enter. Let's see what that does. Fuck. Don't think I made it. I think I made it worse. I didn't change the thing either. So settings, controls. This has been my life at the moment. In and out of settings. So up and down. Let's go minus. Like that's too much. Minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. Yeah, on both. Yeah. Save. Nah. Oh, there you go. No. Nah, it's the same. It's almost as if it resets. Anyway, and the zoom is actually slower. Never mind. Okay. Right, where are we? Jeez, we're moving very slow, aren't we? We're currently just over. We're still over Wales. Or sorry. Yeah, Wales. Yeah. So we're doing 280. Right, let's have a replay with this. Let's see if we can. So, let's see if I can manipulate the speed, the managed speed that is. So what's our cost index? Do we have one? Do we have one? Oh, there's the ground spoiler there. Arm. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Landing gear. Right. And then my auto brakes. I didn't actually see that. Okay. I know what that is now. Cruise, long range. Right. I'll tell you what. Let's just do it the old fashioned way. So we want speed. Let's go 300. That's me. You meet. So wanna click that in. All right, okay, it's working. Good. Well, let's get a bit of speed in. So it looks a little bit better from this altitude. Um, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like when we get. Yeah, look at that. Like as soon as you zoom in, it's just nah. I think there's work needs to be done on that. I also think as well that I reckon they've went a bit. That's stuttering's fucking annoying. I reckon they've went a little bit. They've degraded the quality on the push of the server data. To help with people's to help with the server load. So I think that's going to take another week or two to sort of stabilize and settle down. You know, which is you know, which is not great. So this is going to turn into an X plane where you have to download all the scenery, all the ortho scenery. That's what's going to turn into. We're just going to constantly downloading scenery, and we're going to need bigger hard drives, and our loading times are going to increase because we've got massive files we're all loading in. So you'll see that coming. So all those world updates I have from 2020, I'm gonna download them all. So 2020 only streamed photogrammetry. At the moment, this is streaming everything: the plane, the weather, the photogrammetry. Well, photogrammetry, I don't think it's there. Um, multiplayer, it's not there. Um, the scenery, everything's being streamed at the minute. Which is why you're seeing stutter and other bits and pieces. So I want to try and get rid of all of that. Yeah. So my internet. Let's see. So I'm currently pushing in. It's not running that hard actually. It's and the other issue is it does spike. I'm seeing some spikes as well. Like it's sitting at about 6-7 meg. It's actually not that bad. I've got a gig, so Um. Yeah. Looks like you can get to the menus no bother, but I can't get into a flight. Well, Black Shadow. So yeah, for me since yesterday, it's been firing. I've been loading straight in. It hasn't been a problem. However, when I do go to the menus, it does tend to freeze. I've got there seems to be some sort of thing that's now happening where if I go to a pause menu and if I go into settings or whatever, and then I go back, yeah. So it looks like it's activated active pause. Look, so that's new. Not sure what's going on there. So I gotta disable active pause, which didn't work. So the only way of getting rid of that is going back to the menu, and then right. So that's clearly a bug. Um, Nifty's having problems getting in. So anyone in the UK seems to be having problems getting in as well. Um, Mine seems to be okay at the moment, but I'm having other issues like I'm getting freezes in the menus. Like earlier on, when I first loaded the sim yesterday, after I went off stream with Big Boss and come back, I literally first loaded the sim, and I tried to go into an airport, and it was just hanging. It just would not go in, and I had to reboot, which is annoying. I used the VPN, and I got into a flight. Set the VPN to Australia, because at the moment for me it's been okay. Like set it to Melbourne and see if that works. But then what's the quality of the flight, because you're streaming in information, and you're obviously using a server which is quite a bit away through a VPN, and VPNs typically slow things down anyway. Like, are you able to actually fly? This game's a fucking disgrace. Yeah, I agree with you, Proxy. It is. The launch is a disgrace. The fact of taking people's money is a disgrace. The fact that they haven't called this, like, if they we were talking about this last night on stream as well. If they had to come out and said this is a beta, and Big Boss says it should have been an alpha, which is probably right. But if that had said this is a beta, then I would have happily taken part. I would have happily have recorded all my bugs and issues, like that Octopause thing, and for the photogrammetry being shite, and multiplayer not working, and everything else, and sent them all my feedback. No problem. Would have beta tested, no worries. But unfortunately, they didn't do that, and they've taken my $300 for this edition. And if they think I'm gonna fucking pay money to be a tester, get stuffed. Right? It should work the other way around. So, fix your shit, Microsoft and Asobo, and don't give me shit about fucking 200,000 tests. Why'd you test 200,000 fucking users? Like, come on. So you sold how many copies? Like, it's ridiculous. We didn't expect that there was going to be an issue on launch day, even though we kept asking, is there going to be an issue? Are the servers going to hold up? You know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. All going to be fine. Don't worry, no problem. We got this. Right? Yeah. Like, is it not just simple? You sell a million copies, you're gonna have a million users start on launch day. Is that not? You know what I mean? So we know we're gonna have a million people start on launch day. I don't know what the number is, by the way. I just make that up, but we know we're gonna have a million people on launch day. Okay, no worries. How many are you gonna test with? 200,000, right? Like, should we say any more? Fuck, Jesus. Uh, it was pish and slow, but got in. Yeah, you see, that's the issue as well. This is what I was saying to Pogsy, Nifty earlier, that, like, see, to be honest with you, unless it goes in and it works, there's no point even getting in. You know, at the moment, once you're past the menus, I'm sort of making do. Um, but I'm still having issues. Like, it's still stuttering every time I change the camera view. It's stuttering. The scenery looks fucking shit. The lighting's great, ray tracing's great, the flame looks great. The performance is not bad. Like, the stuttering's annoying, but it's a micro stutters. But the streaming and the data, the scenery is just not the way to go. It really isn't. Um, yeah, I'm getting in, and it's like Minecraft won't load into an airport. Can't see the airport even when I zoom in. Fucking hell! Like, and again, they haven't given us marketplace, so they haven't given us the ability to download stuff. So Pogsy, your issue wouldn't be an issue if you were able to download that scenery, or download the airports, or download the planes. So you're not streaming as much. So obviously the local servers are under pressure, and regardless of your internet speed, it's the server load is the issue. So at least if they had given us that ability, that'll help us fix things. We could actually make do with that. You know what I mean? They didn't anticipate there being so many, even though they sold 10 million copies. Is that much they sold? Was it 10 million? Europe servers are fucked, I think. Yeah, I think so too. I think the UK servers are bollocksed. Australia seems to be okay. I'm talking about zooming in the world map and select a spot at the airport. Yeah, but that data is also stream Pogsy, is what I'm saying. So the world map view and the live in sim view it's the same data, it's the same world. It's not a separate data set anymore. It used to be a separate data set. So when you have it downloaded, it should make even loading in much quicker too. Well, once you've loaded it, obviously. Um, yeah, and I had that same problem Pogsy yesterday. It wouldn't go into the airport. It would just hang and hang and hang. And I would also try turning off live weather, like, and doing that sort of stuff too. Like, try and reduce your load, see if that works. I can't get on the plane. Okay. Um. Yeah. Maybe if you reduce live weather or turn off live weather, like turn off all the live stuff. Turn even turn off photogrammetry stuff at the moment, just to see if you can, just to see if you can get loaded. You know what I mean? Like this looks great, but you know the lighting's very good. I have to say the lighting's probably the best thing about it at the moment. See those wee stutters? So that's just because we're streaming the data, and that's what that is. Those little stutters. Like I have a gig internet, but it's got nothing to do with my internet. It's the fact that they're streaming. It's the fact that they're pushing it out, and they're probably pushing out lower quality because of the load. You know. Check general. Let's see. Uh, yeah. Fucking hell. Shit. You can literally see the ties of the clouds. Like that's fucking hell. Where is it? That's ridiculous. Let me bring it up here. Hang on. Where are we? General. Never look better. I watched Big Boss's video as well here. Like, look at this. Fuck's sake. That's just ridiculous. And then I was saying the other thing is that the look at the look around. There's not a single plane that's popped up in sight, and my multiplayer's on, and I'm on live, and I checked it. Like multiplayer is just broken. Um, it's just broken. Like even last night, me and Big Boss flew out of Innsbruck, and he was there 1 minute, and he was gone the next, and that's not because he'd taken off ahead of me. You know what I mean? It's about 6 minutes long rant. Right, no worries. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably it's got nothing to do with your internet speed. It's all to do with the getting pushed out of the server, you know? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Now, I let me see. There's something I need to do here. Let's check. I can't. We'll stream it another time, Big Boss. It's my audio's not coming through, sure, from that PC. Fuck's sake. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it later. Um, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. I don't know why my audio hasn't worked. I think I need to restart OBS. Obviously, I can't do that. Yeah, we'll check that out later. They must have known these issues were there and released it anyway. Yeah, or were there and released it anyway. Yeah. Well, that's what we were saying last night too. Yep, of course the issues are there. I mean, the other, and I was saying this too, that because they said on the dev stream, the 5 minute update where they paraded Jane out to fucking settle us all down, um, by having her put her camera on. They said that they tested with 200,000 users, and that everything was fine, and blah blah blah, and there was a process in the server that failed and was overloaded and had to restart and all that nonsense, right? They were testing in a closed environment. They were testing in a closed environment. They were probably sitting next to the fucking server. You know what I mean? So of course they're going to have perfect results. And even if they didn't have perfect results, again, they wouldn't have had perfect results. Again, they didn't release it as a beta. If they had just put it out as a beta, I wouldn't have had a problem. You know what I mean? So like I'm sure it'll all get fixed, and I'm sure it'll all be better by Christmas, or fucking 2026 or whatever. Um, but uh, but in I'll say this, right. This is the most expensive game I've ever purchased. I bought it twice, actually. That stuff up with the limited collector's edition. I was pissed off about that, and the reason being is because I put a lot of hours into 2020. 8,000 hours I've got in 2020. 8,000. You know what I mean? Some people actually might say that's rookie numbers, but 8,000 hours, and and loved it. Played it every day. I'm on a 70-day streak here in Valanta at the minute, which is about to get ruined next week because I've got to go to Sydney. But yeah, I loved it. Right, loved getting all the scenery, and getting all the new planes, and doing all the achievements in Firefly Air and all that stuff. Love all that. Brilliant. But it's because things worked that I was happy to invest time and invest money and everything else into it. And you look at the amount of money that's been sunk into not just the base sim, but look at all the look at the money we put into the developers. Look at the money as consumers. Look at the money we put into scenery, airports, um, uh, world scenery. Right. Look at the people who've invested their time and effort as developers, building things for free. FlightSim.to, all the guys that cover all the news updates, and FS Elite, and Microsoft add-ons, all that stuff. Like the amount of effort from the community is unbelievable. It's huge, and for them to fucking throw this shit at us, it's like you guys are a fucking joke. You know what I mean? As I said, $300 for sim, like it's crazy, crazy. $300 for a game. Saki, welcome in. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, Saki. Hope you're well. We're up and going, Saki, but I'm just having a little bit of a rant. I'm a little bit annoyed. Too many issues, too many problems. I'm in the A400. Going from Cardiff to Cork, in Ireland. Um, Too many stutters, too many freezes, too many crashed desktops. I haven't had one since yesterday, to be fair, but but yeah, as I say, like you look at all of the money that everyone's putting into it, and you know, the fact that they didn't release a beta is a problem. The fact that they've given us something they told us is finished, well, not finished, they told us was good, you know. So it's disappointing to say the least. But here we are. As I said, I'm sure it'll get better. You know what I mean? Let's just hope it gets better quickly. Sorry, I'm just checking my cameras here. I'm waiting on a delivery today again, and I just heard a dog bark there, just making sure I haven't missed it. Nah, we're good. Um, yes, Buggy with GA stuff is great. Airlines mode, I can take or leave it. I've changed my thoughts a bit after yesterday. I think I got cooked with the issues plus the stuff around of control bindings. So the control bindings, I didn't have a big issue, to be honest. So my Alpha and Bravo came in okay. So that was fine. The problem I had was my binders were like things were dual binded, so they've obviously transferred over profiles as well as had default profiles, and they basically clashed. So I spent more time deleting bindings rather than actually programming bindings. Now I had to do I've got an Ursa minor WinWing stick, so I had to do that manually, and then and it was loads to do on the keyboard um and the controller, but I'm still mapping stuff like my autopilot button's not working, so I gotta fix that. Um, but that's not too bad, you know what I mean? Um, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about the fact that we can't download the planes and the scenery, and also the fact that that's all getting streamed. That's causing problems. The quality's not great. Like I was showing the scenery there coming over the UK. Like if I go back and show you the same route in 2020 versus this, it's night and day difference. Night and day difference. And what I mean is 2020 is 10 times better in terms of the quality of the scenery popping in. When you say change of thoughts, Saki, do you mean um What way? What way did you go? Merry Christmas, Microsoft. Well done to 4 years. Release a bag of shite with no testing. Sure, let's start from square one. We'll just wait and see, and test the shit for you. Yeah, that's what they're doing. You know, and if they think that I'm more positive today than yesterday, or yesterday than today. Yeah, like again, I think I'm the same. Sorry, I think I was relieved just to get into the sim yesterday, today than yesterday. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried, right? So the fact that everything's loading in for me, okay now, right? Everything's loading in. Um, but I'm a bit worried about this streaming stuff in nonsense. Like, look at that. Let's stay that. I guarantee you, if I showed you that in 2020, it wouldn't be blurry. Right? See, it's all blurred. It's all soft edges. That's what I'm worried about. Very worried about that. That's without me zooming in, right? Like that's concerning. So that's because of streaming data. So I'm hoping, yeah, it's X-Plane 11. That's what I was saying earlier, Poxy. It is. We're gonna end up with fucking hard drives full of ortho scenery. We to see. That's another. What if we get the T-Law set? I've got it set at 150, exactly the same as 2020. I've basically replicated all my 2020 settings. In fact, this is running a bit harder. Um, these fuckers are streaming the planes in. Honestly, yeah, I think it's just because they're streaming stuff in. I think that's the issue, right? And see those wee stutters? That's from streaming stuff in too. Remaster of the new Flight Sim X. Oh, Flight Sim X has been announced. It is a good point actually. So here's a bug. You'll like this one. So I will actually go and up my T load here, right? So it recommends 200, so I'll put it at 200. I brought it down a little bit. Um, and everything else is all ultra, right? Except for the glass cockpit because it don't need to be ultra. So I'll bring that back to 200 as well. But and I've changed the dynamic settings to go off. Now, look at this one. There's a bug for you. So remember this. So this wasn't happening yesterday for the start, and this used to happen in 2020, if you remember. And basically, it's enabling active pause when you go from the menu back in. So what you have to do is go back to the menu again and back in again, and that's not annoying at all. I've had a lot of problems with the menus. A lot of problems. Like if I try and end a flight, it freezes. If I try and go from back to main menu, sometimes it freezes. Yeah, I've had a few issues. Right, I think we're probably near top of the descent if we haven't already missed it. By the way, so let's have a look. All right, where's the range thing on this and the zoom? Fuck me, the zoom. We're so slow. Where's our range? Where's our range? Da, 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 da. Um, where's our range? The sensitivity of this mouse is ridiculous. I wonder if I can do that. Oh, that's better. That's better. Range, range, range. I want to change the range on the thing here. Okay. Brightness, display. Pan, when you say you've had a lot of crashes, do you mean that you have crisis desktops? They're streaming my Orbex in and Piper Arrow. Yeah, they're streaming all the planes, mate. So we went and looked at it last night. They're streaming everything. There's not, you can't download anything until you get to until they open up the marketplace for us. Yes, so I Saki, I went through that. So right? So one of the sky's not the limit. No, it's not. The server's the limit. One of the mega annoying issues for me was setting a custom install location, but the community folder staying on the C drive. So I had exactly the same issue. So just so for context for everybody who's here, I went through this at the start of stream, but I'll do it again just quickly. So let me show you this. So look at my directories, right? So basically, so your default directory for the sim is in C drive, users, your username, app data, local, and then you go to packages, right? It's that stupid directory, right? Packages, then you go to Microsoft Limitless, then you go to local cache, and then you go to packages. So this is no longer mapped for me. I've got rid of this, right? What you have to do is you got to go into, so this is my custom location here, right? So if I go into packages, it's the same file structure. So you got to go and set a packages folder, and then it will build the file structure for you, or the folder structure. So my PC's got, this is Flight Sim 2020, and this is Flight Sim 2024. So on the old sim, you could simply move it. Oh, there you go. Parcel's coming today, 3:30. Okay. You could simply recreate it and then load in, and it would give you an option to, or force you to relink the folder. That didn't happen. That doesn't happen here. What you got to do is go back to the C drive folder and open the user config file, right? And then scroll down and then set the new directory here. Save that and then reload the sim, and it'll rebuild the directory for you. Then you got to go into all your apps and reconfigure your apps to the folder or to the directory. There you go. Now, strictly speaking, our theory would tell you that you could simply just put your 2020 directory in there, right? If you wanted. Or you could copy and paste into whatever, right? Now, I wouldn't recommend that, but you could do that. So, Pogsy, to answer your question, yes, you got to load everything in manually, which is what I'm doing. Or you could just change that directory and it'll blitz everything over. But again, like, I wouldn't recommend that, to be honest. Right? We definitely should be the same here. There's no fucking way. So, oh yeah, it's there actually. Okay, we'll start the same. Yes, the directory one was annoying. I was very annoying. So because I was installing things, Saki, into my community folder, and I was checking it, make sure it all worked, and then I was remapping Contrail, and I went, why is that coming up with C drive? I went, balls. Luckily, I was only about 4 or 5 sceneries in. And then the other thing too is you got to remember that whenever you go into the likes of like Orbex, I'll show you my Orbex here for a second. Where is it? Orbex. Apparently, I've done 7 flights in no hours, no distance. Yeah, so that's 7 sessions. That's 7 sessions. So when you go into Orbex now, it actually gives you an option to pick. So let's do this. Rescan. Oh, let's give me both. All right, good. So it's picked up both. So if I go to Flight Sim, right? So I'll show you how this works. Yeah. So because I was up to like 12 flights, and I was the same Pogsy. I hadn't done anything. I've really only done 2 flights. Look at the fucking nosedive on this. Holy shit. So this is all here's my 2020 stuff, right? So for instance, if I go to Keflavik, so MK Studios, right? You'll love this one. We see this here. So version 2, Keflavik, MK Studios, and then if I go into 2024, this is an absolute cracker. So if I go to Europe, there's Keflavik version 2, right? MK Studios. It says discounted by MK Studios version 2 2020 2024 complimentary. If I hit install and then I select there, it doesn't do it. Ah, for fuck's sake, it's just been a cunt to me. Okay, I wasn't supposed to do it. Earlier on, it actually come up and said, you don't own this product. So after I've changed the directory, that's now working. That's interesting. That's interesting. Fucking made a complete cunt of me, or didn't it? Right. I don't know why we're nosediving toward the ground. This is crazy. Look at this plane. So let's see if we can fix this quickly. I know, yeah, I'm pulling up. Well, I'm not gonna pull up. I'm gonna see if autopilot does it. No, I'm gonna pull up. Oh, my autopilot disengaged. Right. There you go. I wasn't watching. Right, let's climb a little bit. Let's go up to about let's go to 6,000. There we go. Auto throttle still on? Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah, so okay, well there you go. That worked. Happy days. That's interesting. So before it actually didn't pick it up. But there you go, it worked now. So there's a few things I got to install. But yeah, so they started loading in. We started loading in a few things, which is good. I literally tried that before the stream, it didn't work. All good. So yeah, so you can see they're starting to build their library. In fact, that's expanded since this morning. But yeah, so I'm checking all the compatibilities before I move them across, and I'm also just ignoring the old stuff. Like if it's scenery from 2021 and all that sort of crap, I'm just leaving it. I'm not gonna even bother with it, because I'm sure it'll get refreshed. So it's the same thing on any build. So if we go into here, um, which one was it earlier? Yeah, so Innsbruck, you can see you've got 2020 and 2024. Cardiff, that's why I check Cardiff because it's new as well. So Dubrovnik isn't available for 2024. Jersey, not, oh, it is actually. There you go. There's Jersey. I'll tell you here. Like, so I'll just work through those one at a time. And as I said, there'll be certain ones like Taiwan. I think Taiwan's an old scenery. Like, you know what I mean? Even though it's compatible, like, am I gonna bother with it? Probably not. You know. Right. That's the So you know what I haven't tried in this? I haven't tried approach mode. That's the airport there. Wow, we're doing a loop here, are we? Yeah, we are too. No, well, let's just hand fly this in. Let's hand fly it in. See how we go. See how we go. We'll keep our auto throttle on actually. I gotta reset that now. Is it there? No, it's there. There. About there, yeah. That is the airport there, isn't it? I think it is. We're a bit high. Yeah, we're very high. All right, let's no, hang on. Let's not take auto throttle off actually, because we need to slow down. This will be fun. Speed brake out. Gear coming down. It takes forever to get the gear out in this thing. So see this model. Look, this is very. It's a little bit sensitive actually. The rudders are super sensitive. Like, that's crazy. Look at that. So that just seems. I don't know. It just seems. It doesn't seem right to me. You know. This thing flies very much like it actually feels lighter than an A300. I mean, it could be lighter than an A300. I don't know, but it feels lighter than an A300. You know what I mean? Right, gears down. Let's get our lights on. We'll just fly us in manually because I fucked up the landing last night. I was mainly the power management was the problem, so it's completely my aircraft. Let's go another notch of flaps. Gears down, flaps 2. It feels Xboxy. It does actually. It really does. Now again, look at the scenery beside us. When you're flying in here in 2020, it doesn't look like that shit. You know. So that's annoying. Oh, here we go. All right, get a little bit of power in here. Let's go full flaps. Get a bit lower. bit more power. Bit more power. Bit less power. The throttle sensitiveness as well, by the way. A little bit more to the right. Here we go. Bit more power. See, it drops power out big time, doesn't it? Look at that. Bit too much power. And I just want to, I don't want to flare too much. Oh, okay, I'm down. Don't think that was very good. Yeah, definitely want to get used to. It's because of the way the gear designed. It's if you look at the gear in this, it's very like look at the gear. Look how low the gear is. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're down. So what did that give us? 318. I wasn't a great landing at all. But anyway, here we are. But. So reset that with the flaps up. But. Let me just turn around. Let's get our nose wheel engaged. Come on, there you go. Yeah, the rudders in this thing are really sensitive. I think that's why it feels, yeah, ridiculous. But I think I want to test. So I want to see now. So let's go and have a look and see if this actually recorded our flight. There it is. So there you go. There we go. So it actually recorded our flight. And did it pick up the sim? No, it didn't. So Flight Simulator 2020. That's interesting. Can you update that? No. Well, that's handy. So it means you can fly on FS Hub then through FSU IPC. So that's pretty handy. Right, let's get taxiing. So do you know what I might do? If you can try to fly in 2024, you mean? As in, you try to fly? Huh? Well, yeah. If you can try and fly, and then it gets recorded on FS Hub. Is that what you mean? So this is from the world update. See everything loading in there. You see that? See the detail rendering as you come through. So I want to download all this stuff. I don't want that. I don't want that all that popping in shit. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that obviously the world update stuff is all fine. There's no issue with that, which is good. You wouldn't expect it to be because it's Microsoft that built it or Sobo. So I'm happy with that. But and the airport feels alive. You know, feels like there's a few people around. You know, it's all good. This is my usual gate, by the way, even though I'm in an A400. It's just yeah, like we do all standing there, so that's good. And that's without GSX, right? So let's shut this one down. I'm not even gonna bother with the GPU or anything. I'm just gonna bang it all off. So yeah, like the A400 is great. I love it. It's class. However, it needs a bit of work. It needs a few updates, definitely. I'm still annoyed. See that stuttering, that slight micro stuttering, that fucking shits me. It really shits me. Yep, does my head in. And that's just scenery loading in. It's not even loading in. It's just streaming in. You know. Where's he going? See that the way it loads in like that? Fuck, that does my head in. So we need to fix that. Definitely need to fix that. That wasn't happening in 2020 at all. You know. Right. Let's we'll do one more flight. Let's do Let's now here we go. This is what I was talking about. Go back to the main menu. Bang, freeze, fucked. I gotta restart now. Every fucking time. Like shits me, right? I hope this makes economy too. Actually, that would be good. This has been happening almost every flight when I try and load out, just freezing, and nothing works for it. I'm not gonna wait. I gotta kill it. Like this shit fucking does my head in. All right. So what I was gonna try was I was gonna try and load in Pyrex Belfast. I'm pretty sure. Where is it? Oh, I'll just grab it from the old community folder. That's what I'll do. See if this works. Let's see if this works. Because this will be a test of the compatibility of old scenery that hasn't been updated yet. So we'll see what happens. So it's in community folder, and it'll be EGAA. So if I just copy that, right, and then throw it into here, you never know. Let's give it a go. Oh fuck, wrong one. That's a habit. The right one. The right one. Pure habit that was. Hopefully it loads in pretty quickly as well. It's the loading seems to be, it has been fine, but it's now hanging at 0% here. So on our loading now, that's okay. Yeah, we never get this same stuff sorted. No, I don't think they will either. Proxy, I think that's why I just want to download it. You know what I mean? Where is the path for community folder? It's I'll show you again. So it is so C drive pro users. You know what? Actually, let me grab it for you, and I'll stick it into Discord. Users, then your username, then your then app data, then local, then packages, then Microsoft.limitless. That's the first one. Then local cache, then packages, and then community. So that's the original path, and then in order to move that, you got to go into the user config file and set a custom directory. So if I grab you mine, let me grab you mine. Copy. I'll just this is my directory, so Epic, who's that? Yeah, no worries. So let me fire this over to you. It's in general there. So that loaded in pretty quick. That's good, right? That's good. Okay, so let's go for a flight in let's so I've never done. Actually, we'll do a helicopter. We'll do a helicopter. We'll do the Chinook again, and the reason being is this is old aircraft with old scenery. Let's see if this works, right? Let's see if this works. EGAA. We'll go over to the RF side. Probably should take a Puma, actually. I wonder, has the liveries come over? Oh yeah, that's okay. What's this? Lifting passenger default. Oh, that's new. Let's go passenger livery, Blackbird military. Yeah, they're pretty basic. Pretty basic. Go right outside the Aldergrove sign. Okay, yeah. All right, well. So that's 17, isn't it? And let's go with that. I do want to try the Puma, the H225, but I couldn't. When I tried it, I'm gonna try it again here. When I tried it last night, I couldn't figure out how to enter the fucking cockpit. I don't have Microsoft Limitless. Oh. Scenery works. Shit. Yep, scenery works fine. Although, look at the state of the plane. Or the helicopter. Is that? Oh no, it's okay. It's normal. That's fine. Oh yeah, look, they've got the pins and all that now. So they've actually upgraded this. Well, this is a first party developer, so yeah. Very good. Hang on a second. Let me just can we get some daylight in here? It's as if we're actually there. This doesn't look bad. What did I set? What did I set? Was it that one? Fuck. What was the toggle between third person and not third person? You remember? Yeah, drone cam set up, yeah. Fuck, I'd never seen A330 in Belfast. It looks yeah, it looks exactly the same as yeah, it's all come in perfectly fine. So this is old scenery. This is not upgraded, not tweaked, not updated, none of that. This is not a first party developer scenery. And it's everything is absolutely spot on. Check the people, yeah. The people are animated. Yep, working. No worries. Let's see if our mates are. Yep, he's still there, still having his coffee, moving. Yep. That's encouraging. Pretty happy with that now, I have to say. So you can literally drag and drop files from your your old community folder to the new one, or again, you could probably relink your old community folder, encouraging that he's still there. Still looks better than the rest of the game. Yeah, it does. He's like your man from that Tom Hanks film. What fucking the Tom Hanks, the one about the box of chocolates? Stuck in the airport at the terminal. True story, actually. That was a guy got stuck at not JFK. Sorry, that was the film. Got stuck at Charles de Gaulle. Yeah, Charles de Gaulle. Is RAF Aldergrove there? Yep, looks like it is. Yeah, it's. I'm pretty impressed with that. Actually, to be fair, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like I'm sure it won't be the case for all sceneries, but like if there's something to be said, something positive to be said, it's that. So far. Now let's see if we can get into this thing. Oh no, hang on now. Have I done this again? I've done this again. Fuck. I can't remember how to. Was it that one? How do you get back to the first person view? When it fits the new surroundings better. When the game works, it looks yes. Yeah, true. Now how do I get back to first person view? What the fuck just happened there? When it works. Yep. Yep. When it works. What is going on? Hang on. Has it done something mad? Have I gone to space? Where have I gone? Fuck's sake. What? Alright, let's try restart. Oh, I've dropped into the floor. Let's try a restart. I don't know if it's gonna work. This also doesn't work for me. It usually freezes, but we'll give it a minute or two. The circle's still going. That's a good sign. It's frozen now. Wait for it. Hey! And the position of the aircraft has changed. What the fuck? See, this is the mad stuff that's happening. Like, it's just like, why did that happen? Why did that change? You know what I mean? What's going on? Why am I in space? You know what I mean? Like, how do I get into this fucking thing? Right, where's the door? The door's over here somewhere. There's got to be a way to turn off first person mode. I hate it. I actually hate it. There's the door there. Right, happy days. We're in. Right. So this thing would have been updated to be 2024 compatible. Is that blood? See that? Is that? That's blood in the ground. Wow. They didn't tell us the install path. No, they didn't. But it's in that folder. It's in that link. Pogsy. I'll let me get this going here, and I'll come and have a look again. Right. There's no tablet. Where's the tablet? Oh, here it is. I've moved it. Oh, it's a Microsoft tablet. This looks a little bit different. They've updated this. Okay. Right. So let's go. I have to remember how to do this now. Battery. Where's my battery? Battery on. Battery on. Battery on. Right. So the battery's going on, but the animation's not working. Fuck me. What? Is the battery on? Click it one more time. I think it's on. Okay. Battery's on. APU start. That's definitely a bug on that. Battery switch. APU starting up, so that's good. Right, so we want our fuel pumps. Okay, it's starting to work now. Fuel pumps on. We want our anti-collision lights, our position lights, emergency lights. Oh, that's an up now. It never was before. Interesting. We also want our. We'll worry about that in a moment. All right, let's get it started. So, generators. Oh, these are all defaulting on as well. Fuck this. Okay, so right, I'm not happy with this. So there's stuff that I can't do in this anymore that I used to be able to do. This definitely needs a bit of work, and these buttons don't look right either. So, for instance, I can't move the generator switches, which is weird. Anyway, let's go for start. We're starting on engine 1, and start over the ground. Doesn't seem to be starting. I know it looks like it is, but it's not. Oh, look at the engine switch. What's it doing? The starter switch. Right. So aircraft transferred over from 2020 clearly is not working. Well, the Chinook isn't working anyway. Like that engine switch, you know. Is it this? Is it because that's connected? Yeah, hang on. It could be. Wait a minute. It could be my alpha. Hang on. That would explain why the battery switch didn't work. Let's see. Yep. Okay, my fault. My fault. Right, my fault. It was the alpha was interfering with it because I've got battery switches on the alpha. Okay, fair enough. Let's try that again. Engine 1. So generators are on. APU, just make sure it's started. Engine 1, we're over on ground. Still not firing up though, and that's also in up, which it wasn't before. What am I missing here? Nothing. That should be fine. Engine 2 failed. Well, I haven't started engine 2 yet, but engine 2 then. Over the ground. Yeah, that should be spinning. Like spinning. I can hear it doing stuff, but it's not showing. It's not animating. Oops. Yeah, it won't move over to flight either. Generators on. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Right. Let's generator 2. Jesus, it's working now, alright? Fucking hell, it's working. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Fuck me. What's going on? Right? My control, nothing. I fucking got no control. Are you flying, mate? Maybe he is flying. His hands are on. Just get your hands off my stick. What the fuck? Uh, what? Did I enable AI mode or something? Oh. Oh, why is that doing that? Hang on. Why is the controller? So my Ursa Miner's not working. Why is my Xbox controller set as the controller for this whenever I explicitly have told Xbox not to be the controller? Wow. Fucking insane. That's enough of that nonsense. Right, and that flight. So that needs a bit of work. I don't know if that was controls or what. I'm not sure. It might have been me, right? Maybe me. Let's try a new helicopter and see if it works. And you can help me with this one, right? We see this. Again, this might make economy, but we'll go for it anyway. What do you see this here, right? So if I go and find the Puma, where's the Puma? Some of these things probably need updates after transferring in, you know what I mean? Helicopter. That one. No, not that one. Where is it? That one. That one. Right. Save. Let's go back here. Oh. EGA. EGAA. No, not that one. It's over here. Let's go from there. Hopefully this works. Right, Pogsy. Let's have a look at this. So I'll show you again what I do, and I don't know if it's gonna help you or not, right? But I'll show you again what I do. Let me just start this first. Right. So the original flight sim drive, this default directory is in C drive users, your username, app data, which is a hidden folder, local, and then packages, and then Microsoft dot limitless. So Flight Sim 2020 is Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is there, and then Microsoft dot limitless is here, and then you go into local cache and so on and so on. I get the packages and no Microsoft dot limitless. Right. That's weird. Oh, hang on. You're in. Sorry, mate. You're on Steam, aren't you? It's a different directory for Steam. Just Google it. I don't know what the directory is. That's the Microsoft Store directory. That's why. It's a different directory with Steam. Right now, I fired this up yesterday and I couldn't get into the plane. So let me explain. So, open the door. Yep, door opens. Doesn't spawn me in. So, anyone any ideas how to get into this thing? If I go to here, opens the door. Doesn't spawn me in. So when I spawned into the other helicopter, I just opened the door and went in. Know what I mean? In fact, every other plane, you open the door and you go in. Just put your foot on the handle and put yourself in. Well, you might not be wrong there. Like maybe there is a handle or click spot you gotta hit. There's the handle. You know what I mean? Do you have to close the door maybe from the inside? Nothing. I can't fucking what? And I've checked it online as well, and there's nothing about it yet. So this is why I wanted to disable first person mode because it's shite. You literally can't get into the aircraft. Like that's the foot thing there, isn't it? So there's no click spot there. Nothing, right? Nothing. Well, closing the door maybe. Like every other plane, you open the door and it lets you straight in. You know. I hope Stripper can get rid of the bullshit at the start. Oh, there's the door closing now, like, but that's not. It's closing without me inside it. What's the bullshit at the start? Oh, all the developer names. Yeah, I don't know. This one's a weird one. And if I go to cockpit cam, it doesn't bring me to cockpit. First person. Yeah, so do I. I don't like this first person shit. I want to get rid of it, and this is the reason why. Because I'd rather start in the plane and have the option of going out of the plane in the first person rather than starting on the ground. I understand why you're starting on the ground, but still. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to flying this thing, and yeah, can't get it, can't get it. Just spawn inside the plane, not outside. Just not. Yeah, that's right. You want first person go plane? Exactly. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, very annoying. So if anyone's any ideas about this one, let me know, because I can't figure this one out, and I'm sure again it might be something stupid. Who knows? So let's see. MSFS. Turn the keyboard on. MSFS 24 can't get into the H225. Has anyone been able to lift off in the Airbus? Nope. So let's see. Anyone been able to lift off? Ah, fuck me. Fucking Facebook. You're assuming it. Hey, there you go. So someone else has said you're assuming that you're able to get into the plane, right? Okay, so it must be broken. Yeah. There you go. And if anyone knows how to fly his 2020, his 225 or get into the fucking thing, let me know. So that's another bug. I'm assuming that's a bug. Right, let's go. Main menu. Right, we'll do one more. Do one more. Right, free flight. Let's have a look at. So I wanted to look at the C-17. What else we got here? So a lot of my stuff has. Oh yeah, all my first developer stuff has come over. That's why. So this is default. It actually comes with the thing. So this one should work. I've never. This is my first time ever getting into a C-17. So this will be fun. We'll park this bad boy over here. See if this works. Right. Let's sort out our. So this is a big boy. Sort out our weather, our time. Sorry. So I've never been in this, ever. The size of it, Jesus. Seen it in real life a couple times. Right. In you go. Okay. So, ever nothing. It hasn't rendered in properly yet. What the fuck is this? Is that for night vision? Is that what that is? Oh, what's this here? Oh, it's a HUD. Right. Right. So I've never been in this before. Looks like there's a bit of interference with the stick. What's going on there? See that? See that twitching? That's interference. Don't know. So, this guy's following me around everywhere. All right, let's give this a go. Jesus. I should probably watch a video on this, but we'll give it a crack for a laugh. Okay then. Right, let's go. Where's the batteries? Um, batteries, batteries, batteries. Batteries, batteries, batteries. It'll be under electricals. That's master. That's autopilot. No, that's not autopilot. That's fuel. Fuel system. Fuel pumps. That's generator. APU. Batteries will be around here somewhere. Battery should be here somewhere. Where is it? APU generator, APU power, external power. That's IRS's lights. Is it? No, they're buses. Let me see. No. What's this do? Auto, tie, off, auto. Or, oh, battery. There's there. There we go. Jesus. Got there eventually. This is by Miltech Simulations, so I'm expecting this to be pretty good. It looks pretty good. Jesus, it looks very complicated. Okay. Right. Batteries are on. It's funny. I thought C-17 is a Boeing, isn't it? It looks very Airbusy. So let's go. External power available. Okay, so we want external power on and on. No, that one's on in use. So don't need generators on yet. External power is on. We can get our IRSs to start to align. Fuel pumps, they look like they're on by default, but let's just double check them. So, no, here they are here. So fuel pumps. Okay, everything all across phase, everything's fine. That's wipers. Don't need that. What's this switch here? Not sure. Wings, vents, OBIGs. Let's turn them on, whatever they are. Fire detection systems. I would like to think you'd want them on. What's this? Rammer, no. Airflow. Let's leave that off for the moment, actually. Oh, here, it tells me all the stuff here, look. Right, so we want our lights on, so nav lights on. Anti-collision can leave off for the moment. Our refueling. Seatbelt signs, they can go to auto. They're on auto. Also on auto. Smoke on, yep. I'm way back here. Good luck. Okay, no worries, big boss. I'll catch you a bit later. Okay. So that's that. It looks like we're doing stuff. Let's get the tablet going if there is a tablet. Maybe there isn't. There is. Right. Hydraulic isn't okay. Yep, that's fine. Right, let's get our APU started. Actually, I didn't do that. Let's get the APU started. Oh, here. I'll change my. Sorry. Someone's calling me. So this is C-17. And we're at EGAA. And we might go down to Cork then. Okay. So let's see. So we want our APU on. APU power. That's generators. How do you start APU? Should be a start. So it's no, they're generators. We need to start the thing. On. On. There you go. I'm assuming that's starting. Let's have a listen outside. Nothing. It's starting to warm up now. APU, here it is here. APU. Ah, here we go. Start. Start. It's starting. Okay, cool. Yep, starting up. Okay, brilliant. It's firing up big time. Okay. Right, APU starting. Let's go generators on for APU. Just whack all the generators on actually, so it'll kick in when we need them. Nope, that's off. Start. Oh shit, I turned it off. What's that? Override. Just keep an eye on RPM. Okay. Not sure what all this stuff is, but it's whacking on anyway. Seems important. Right, APU is coming up, so that's good. Available. Right, it's available now. Is it in use? It's available. It looks like it's on. So let's test it, right? So we'll test it by turning off the external power. Yep, I think we're good. I think. Well, it's definitely on. Okay. APU is running then, so that's cool. Let's see. So the cargo door we can't do, paratrooper door we can't do, crew door we can. Let's see what we can do. Engine covers, turn them off. Ramp down. So we can't get the ramp down or the cargo door because AC power is off. Is it though? There's a paratrooper door. Oh, that actually worked. So I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the big door at the back we can't do. Okay, so we gotta go. So how do we get that on then? So AC power is off. So what's this? Let's get them on. We'll just start banging stuff on, right? Anti-fog on. Let's get this stuff on. I reckon this is it here. Store unlocked. Yes. Hydraulic power is insufficient to operate the ramp. AC power is off. Cannot operate the ramp. AC power is off. I'm assuming it means engines. All right, let's go GPU back on. Still nothing. I'll tell you what, let's go for a start here. Oops. Let's go for a start. So if it's a Boeing, which I think it is. So it's park and brake, flaps, stab trim. So our starter switches must be overhead. Boom, 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 boom. I didn't see them up here though. Oh, there we go. Engine ignition. So let's go to. We've got A, B, and A. Let's go to A. And let's go engine start 1. Yep, it's working. Cool. Let's get the engines up and going. It makes it a bit easier for us. So once that extinguishes, we should move on to 2. Well, we'll go 4. 1, 1, 4, 2, 3. Something like that. I'm wondering, is it a port issue? Is what a port issue? The Chinook stuff. So this is default. I expect this plane to work. The Chinook one is definitely a port issue. It needs an update, big time. On the router, oh sorry, port issue for the. Oh, it's in like your NAT port. All right. So you still can't get into an airport? That's fucking insane. So that engine's up, but how do you do we need to inject the fuel or anything? Oh, hang on. Engine, what's this here? I feel like that's it powering up probably now. Yeah, it's rumbling up. I can hear it. So, oh, it's sending the power in. Okay, gotcha. Yep. So let's go that one. Where's my knobs? Or my engine page? Yeah, it feels like it's up and running. let's go on. Let's get these on. Just fire them all up. Force it through here. That's actually quite accurate. That's a... Is that a Lynx? On and on. Right, let them come up. What else we need to do? So APU, external power and use, park and brake, door entry, ramp, engine 3 and 4 fail. Let's go down and started them. Anti-ice needs to go on. IPP mode, all that stuff, hydraulic pressure, all that needs to go on. So, where do we find that stuff? What is this? IRU. Oh yeah, okay, that's actually. Oh, we need that on. Yep. I didn't realize it was a 3 and 4. Right, where do we get all that? Where do we get all our hydraulics and stuff? Seat belts, air refueling we don't need. Engine oil pressure, that's going to come up. That's okay. What's this? Engine override normal. Let's go normal. Emergency power, is that auto, I think? Or auto? Yep. Right, I'm hearing stuff. That's lighting. Don't need to do lighting. All of this stuff is on, so that's good. Emergency lighting again. We can go normal. I think. So that's fine. IRU's on. Okay, all good. Our fire detection's on. APU or air is all on, I think. I'll trimmer on. Packs on. Get the rammer on. That's fine. Open, yep, that's good. Alright, what else do we need to do? Because our engines are up, that's cool. What else do we need to do? Where the fuck's our hydraulics? It's gotta be, well, this is fuel. So we want to connect. Do we need to connect all these, do we? Oh, this is for the door here. I think you gotta connect all this stuff, look. Don't want the cross feeds. Excuse me. Still got nothing on hydraulics. Hydraulic pressure, yeah. Anti-ice. Anti-ice. That's all on. That's crossfeed. We don't really need crossfeed. Yeah, we don't need that. Oh, here, hang on. Wait a minute. Is it this stuff? That's auxiliary. Primary, secondary. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's whack them all on. There we go. So you gotta link everything. It's pretty cool. Right, so that's our pressure now, isn't it? That's our no, hang on, that's our pump pressure for our fuel system, is it not? No, that was our hydraulics. Okay, ignition to off. Right, what else we got here? DCX tie off. Okay, so that was over here. That's ACX tie. So we want to go fuck. Right, so we want to go auto or tie. Let's go auto. So if that's AC, where's DC? Here's DC. Tied. Do we want tied or off? Auto. Tied. I will go auto. Alright, let's go auto. And then auto. Yeah, so you just gotta cycle them. Auto, yep. IFF mode and anti-ice. Anti-ice should be... Anti-ice should be... Where the hell is anti-ice? It should be here somewhere on the panel here. Anti-ice, come on. Where are you? Temperature, trim air, high flow, cool, no. Oh, hang on. Engine 1 and engine 4 weren't on. Don't think I need those, but that's okay. Anti-ice is normally like down low, isn't it? So let's get our anti-collision lights on. Formation, air refueling, oxygen. The fuck is my anti-ice? Let's open this cargo door now because I want to see it open. Okay. Not much animation. It just fired open there, didn't it? All right, let's close it all. Close it all up. Ramp up. Yeah, the door just fucking okay. Ramp up. Animation not great. Bit too quick. Anywho, there's an Apache. Okay, that's fine. Fuel, payload, don't worry about any of that. I'm just gonna take off and do a circuit. Still trying to find it. I mean, we don't really need anti-ice at the moment. Actually, maybe we do. But it's still annoying. I can't see it. So external power is in use, so we need to turn that off now. APU can also come off. All right, so that clears those. Oh, APU still on. APU might be on for a little while though. APU generators. Is it that one? We'll leave it on. Leave it on. Okay. I'm trying to clear these two yellow warnings. So anti-ice and IFF mode. Anti-ice and IFF mode. Oh, there's APU there, so we can turn it off now. Off, yep. It's still available, so it'll stay up there for a little while. So anti-ice and IFF mode. So IFF mode, I'm not sure what that is either. Is that not like... I'm not sure what that is either. Anti-ice. Where the fuck is the anti-ice? Like, it should be, you know, around here. So we've got our engine control, our DC bus, our passengers. Here's our defog and stuff. Oh, is this it here? Normal. Yep, it was. Yeah, that's it there. Fuck. Anti-ice. Fuck's sake. Took a while. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Hang on. Wait a minute. On. That's what I was looking for. They're already on. Gotcha. Still not going off, right? So our engine anti-ice is on. Probe heat is on. Windscreen, wing. Is that one? Wing. Right, gotcha. On. Emergency lights are armed. And then IFF mode. Is IFF mode weather? I'm not really sure what that is. But I think it's weather. And maybe even TCAS. I'm not too worried about it at the moment because I'm not actually programming in a flight, so let's just give this thing a go. See where we end up here. So flaps 1. Yep, flaps 1. Park and brake off. Power coming in. Something's bugged. I've got 0 sound. I mean 0. So there's no sound in the cockpit at all. Nothing. Hang on. Oh no, there is. There is. It's just very quiet. All right, let's roll. Here we go. C17. So I'm going to take off and I'm going to do a circuit. Oh yeah, the HUD works. That's cool. Can you change it at all? No. It's a very odd looking HUD. I know we're not exactly taxiing the right way, but here we go. It also it doesn't look that great, does it? Looks a bit. The wheels and stuff look a little bit. Nah. Bit meh. Okay. Something else I've actually completely forgot about was let's do all the lights. That's okay, hang on, let's just stop here and do the lights. So I forgot about the lights entirely. For first thing, overhead panel, get a little bit of light in here. So I want our wing lights on. Taxi, let's go to land. Land, yep. Position lights. I'm assuming that means on. Yep. Storm lights we don't need. Dome lights we don't need. Flood lights we don't need. They're internal, so that's fine. We've got our wing lights on. We've got our anti-collision lights on. And we've got our nav lights on. Actually, are they on? Position. Oh, retracted. Yeah, okay. So we're extended and retracted. Okay, they're on. IFF mode. Yep. All right. Good to go. Good to go. All right, power coming in. There's a lot of detail in this thing. Can we get rid of these? Yep. I'm sure there's a way of getting rid of the HUD and stuff on the in the tablet, whatever. But I just wanted to do a quick flight, and I've never flown the C17 before, so. And then I think I might call it a day there, and I'll come back. I'll come back tonight. Come back a bit later. I'll do proper flights then instead of just messing around. Right, close enough in terms of the end of the runway. We'll shoot down the runway from here. You know what I didn't check? I need to check my flight controls. Let me just check my flight controls. Make sure they're all working. Yeah, they appear to be. So close enough. All right, let's go. Toga. Shouting at me. Oh, I haven't done my stab trim, but whatever. It's very light, very twitchy. It's reminds me of all of the modeling at the moment. It's all very, you know. Jesus, the fast paced. Holy shit. Let's get up. Up you go. Go on. And we're up. I'm gonna leave everything configured in a moment. Just want to have a look at it. So up we go. Oh, would you have a look at it? Yeah, still I should have done that. I should have done the stab trim. Maybe screenshot there. So okay, gear up. Oh wow, look the way the gear folds. Shit, never seen that before. That's cool. Okay, flaps up. I'm assuming it's auto trimming now. It feels like it is. And then we can bring our speed back a little bit because that's way too quick. Okay, so we'll do a quick circuit here in a moment. I'll do my turn in a second. I'm just this one how we look with the drone. It looks pretty good actually. Like to be fair, it does look pretty good now. There's a big tile there, look, see that? It's a big boy, isn't it? We're over speeding by a lot, so let's slow down and let's do our turn. It's actually not it's not too bad to hand fly. It's pretty nice. It's trimming out and all lovely, nicely as well. But it's doing it itself. I'm not doing anything. It's pretty handy actually. In fact, you know what? We'll not even do a circuit. We'll just go back to the runway. Will we? So we're going pretty quick. So slow down here. So I am looking forward to learning this thing, and I'm looking forward to properly learning the A400 as well. I'm disappointed with the sounds. The A400, I'm really disappointed about that. But I am looking forward to learning this thing. I love these big airliners. You know what I mean? I don't think there's enough of them. You know, especially the big military ones that are converted as well. That HUD's pretty cool. Actually, I don't like HUDs, but I like that HUD. Right, let's go idle power. Let's get our spoilers out. Jesus, it's slowing down now. Let's go gear down. And I need to find the runway. Let's bleed some speed. Put the spoilers back in. Where is the runway? We're too low. Let's go up a little bit. You know what? Let's go gear up. Power pack coming back in. I'll tell you why. I'm no, not even facing the fucking runway. This flies very nicely, I have to say. Very nicely. There's the runway. Sort of half circuit. Half circuit. This is the short runway. It'll be a landing challenge for us. So I didn't know these things were flown with a stick. It's a big piece of kit to be flown with a center stick as well. Wow. Oh, bring that power way back again. Right, gear down. I think I'll put the spoilers out. Trying to get slowed down here. A little bit of power in just to make sure we don't fall out of the sky like I did in the A400 last night. And you can bring the spoilers back in. I can't actually see the runway. Bloody HUD's in the way. It's a nice HUD and all, like, but it's fucking in the way. Where are we? Oh, there it is. Balls. Fuck. Couldn't see that at all. All right, let's go on round. It's the most definite go around. I'm stalling. Fuck. Come on. Ah, we're good. We're good. Gives me a chance to fly it. So I actually got a photo of one of these at the air show in on the Gold Coast. Let's see if we can fucking hell. Hang on, let me start the trim out here. It's better. Let's see if I can find it for you. I hear this. Oh, that's KC135. I hear this here. So this was, I think this was the second day. I actually I've actually got a better photo than this, but I still like this one. It's pretty cool. There you go. Anyway, we're gonna hit the mountain. Right, let's get climbing. And let's finish the circuit. You know what? I'm pretty close to the city actually. Let's go down and have a look. Let's go down and have a look. I haven't flown over Belfast yet. There's the TV mast that we can all see from our bedrooms growing up. So I need to sort out Tobii Eye. Tobii Eye was playing up for me. It was causing me some problems, so I didn't actually disable it. I had to fucking disconnect the whole thing because the sim kept reactivating Tobii Eye even though I didn't want it activated. So this is the issue I've got here. Look at this. This looks very defaulty. Looks very standard. Doesn't look exciting at all. Needs a lot of work, and obviously it's starting to stutter because it's trying to stream data in. So definitely needs a lot of work. Like it does have a slight resemblance to what Belfast looks like, but it needs. There's a lot of things, you know. Like at least it's got the cranes at Harlan Wolf. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. There's the city airport. City airport looks shit, but then, you know, that's not custom scenery. So, to be fair, now, when I fly around 2020 here, and I flew Cork to this airport, as one of my last flights. Well, it won't be my last flight, but you know what I mean. It's just massive difference. Like this is not. This is terrible compared to 2020. You know, to be honest, massive difference with the quality and the scenery. The lighting's very different now. The lighting's much better here and ray tracing and stuff, but the quality on the ground is just not there. It just is not there. Although the performance, now to be fair, is I think is better. Like look at that lighting. That's wow. You know what I mean? Overspeeding again. Yeah. So even though Belfast hasn't been mapped properly in 2020, it still looks a lot better than this in 2020, which is unfortunate. But I think once we get the options of downloading the sceneries and you can store stuff in your cache and whatever, I think that's going to help. I hope that's going to help. But the city hospital's not even there. Actually, it's not. Oh, there it is there. I can see it now. Yep. Was that masked again, Nick? Right, let's head back toward Aldergrove. And get landed. Let's get the power back here because we're absolutely hammering it. There's that. See, I reckon this is all just default flight model. Is that? Look at the rudders. Fuck's sake. The plane should not be doing that. And I'm literally putting my body even pulling back in the stick, and it's, you know what I mean. Look at this. It's very, the ailerons is okay, but like I mean, come on, you know. So the flight model needs a little bit of work, but it's still okay. So All right, let's go gear down, a little bit of power in, notch flaps. Right, let's see if we can get the runway in sight here. Just out to your left. I really like the fact that I was able to use Pyreeg's Aldergrove and just drag and drop it from one community folder to the other. That's great. Like that's really good. You know what I mean? So we're gonna test a little bit more of that later, and see if there's more scenery I can sort of just fire in. You know. Shit, I've just noticed the speed on it. Look at this. The speed on this thing's back to front. The higher up is slower. See that? I was wondering why the flaps weren't showing up, but they're below. They're down below. Oh, yeah. Right. We should see the runway ahead of us there. There it is there. Look, it's coming into view. Gears down. Yes. Let's go another notch of flaps. Let's get our speed back. And let's try and land this thing somehow. So we should be at full flaps, which don't seem to be deploying. Well, they say they're deployed, but they don't seem to be deploying. Let's get speed back. The lever's in the right position, I should say. But nothing's coming up to indicate that I'm at full flaps, so let's see what happens. I think they're right. Alright, so there's 140 knots. Let's go up a little bit. Here we go. I'm drifting and I'm losing power. Come on. And the scenery's loading in there, so I was getting a bit of stuttering. And we're thereabouts. We down? Yep. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I couldn't tell if it was touching down or not. Let's go reverses. Oh, the reverses are good. Not even braking yet. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's brake now. Reverses stowed. Spoiler stowed. Flap stowed. We'll swing into the civilian side of the airport here. I can see myself landing this thing a little bit, so I'll get learning a little bit, and I can definitely see myself landing this. So that was the first ever flight, the C-17. Not bad at all. I do like it now, I have to say. Needs a little bit more. Just needs a bit of polishing, like I think most of the default aircraft do. But it's not bad. I'm not sure about the textures. I don't know if it's me or like just that nose wheel and stuff, and it still looks very good. I don't know, just something just seems off with the. I'm not running any filters or anything. Something just seems off with the Is it what's the word I'm looking for? Like the sharpening or the clarity, maybe? Maybe I'm used to just seeing filters. You know? I might check that out before we go, actually, the NVIDIA filters and see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, I should have run the APU there, shouldn't I? That's right. Don't worry about it. We'll leave the engine running for a minute. It's also good to try out a few planes that I haven't really flown before, you know what I mean? I'll park in behind this. This thing's always here. It almost feels like a static model. We'll park here. Here will do. Roll up a little bit. So I'm happy about the scenery. Very happy about that. That's really encouraging. Like that's great. You know what I mean? So there you go. ARC 17. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yep. I'll let me just bang these off. Is that off or on? Off, I'm assuming. Oh, they didn't actually turn off. So was it this one then? Off, 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 off. Yep, that's it. There you go. Okay, so no, we'll just check here. So let's check. Let's check NVIDIA filters. Ah, balls like a support game. Oh, okay, so it's not supported. There you go. Don't know if that's the case. It probably is supported. It's just I haven't done something. I'm assuming. But there you go. So that was an A400 flight from where we go. Oh, we checked out. We checked out the community folder. Checked out. Yeah. So I think the main thing about today was this. The community folder transfer of old scenery and old planes works. Well, certainly old planes works or old scenery works. This is spot on. This is exactly what we had in 2020. You know, no issue with this at all. Very pleased with it, in fact, with Pyrex Belfast, Aldergrove. Very, very impressed. Very, very impressed. Right. So I'm very happy with that. Creating the new community or the new directory for the community folder and everything else, that all worked fine as well. So that's good. And then remapping the likes of any builds and then reinstalling scenery was fine as well. So that's good. So I can't really complain about that. I think they genuinely like I'm sort of almost half tempted just to remap my directory straight to my old community folder, and just see what happens. The only reason I'm not going to do that is because I need to move it anyway because there's no space on that drive. So but and there's a lot of like old freeware and stuff in there too that I don't know if it should be transferring in. So I'd rather just build it again, cleanly. But at least I'm able to do that, and I'm also able to go and at least now what I do is whenever I'm flying somewhere, I go, have I got that scenery, and I go and check my community folder, and now if it's there, I can just copy and paste it in as I fly. So that's pretty good. It's pretty handy. And if it comes across in this quality, like this does not need an update. This airport. I'm sure with an update it'll be much better, but it doesn't need an update, and that's the most encouraging thing. So so happy days. Yeah. So I think I'm just waiting on GSX becoming available and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's updates getting pushed out left, right, and center on this thing as they work through their problems. But yeah, still pretty annoyed about some of the menu stuff and all not working and all that crap. But like, it is what it is. I'm sure they're working on it. I'm looking forward to it all getting fixed and it's to become the sim that we want it to be. But for now, the community folder is working. My integration to FS Hub is working for the virtual airline. Oh, actually, hang on. It's disconnected. Ah. Oh, I restarted, didn't I? That's why. Okay, I don't have it set to auto start for this sim. That's why. Okay, fair enough. So, but we did get a flight recorded. Yeah. Okay, so that worked. Yep. Yep. That's why. Okay, no worries. That's fine. I'm good with that. Okay. So I'll tell you what. So that's it for me. I've got to go and do some stuff now, and I might be back. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Sorry. Wait a minute. Just before we go. I spot a multiplayer. Look, multiplayer is real. That's real hit and miss, clearly. But there you go. Multiplayer starting to work, maybe. Anyway, I'll be back. I'll possibly be back tonight. We'll see how we go. And if I do come back tonight, I might actually do something different, or I might continue setting things up, moving things across tonight, and then come back in the morning as planned. So we'll just see how we go. I'm not here tomorrow night, and then me and Big Boss, I think we'll be doing the usual Saturday and Sunday stuff. Um, so yeah, so we'll see how we go. Um, yeah. So everyone who jumped in, thanks for hanging out. That was good. Pogsy as always, Big Boss, Saki, Nifty, Pand. Who else jumped in? Dave, Black Shadow Simulations, and Anna Blaze. And I think that was it. I think that was it. If there's anyone I missed, I do apologize. So yeah, so look, have a good day. For anyone in Melbourne, it's starting to heat up here. It's starting to get it's up to a nice 25 degrees. And I'm sure that's going to climb up further. So I'm going to go out and enjoy that. And if you get a chance, Big Boss Robinson has posted a video on YouTube, and it's called "What Went Wrong," and it's in our Discord in the link there under in general chat. I'm about to go watch it now. I would put it up for you, but my capture card sounds aren't working. I gotta fix it. I'll fix it later. But yeah, go on. It's a 6 minute video about the experience of the launch. So I'm sure I can just imagine what it's gonna be about and how it's gonna go. But yeah, go and check it out anyway, and you can let me know what you think. Okay, all right, guys. Have a good day. I'll catch you later, and thank you very much for jumping in.